Yeah, so maybe you should just like pipe down, right?
No, or maybe I should.
Listen, come on. Be nice.
If you take yourself way too seriously, hey, blow you in the fuck up. Literally and figuratively, blow you in the fuck up.
Looks like your goal was to trigger me, and I triggered you.
I'm not triggered at all.
Oh no, you had to lower your tone there when you said that because
But
you
you
weren't
are
talking like that
still,
just 2 seconds
you are
ago.
still obsessed with my tone, how loud my voice is, my inflection. But,
It's a good insight to see how somebody is emotionally feeling based on
no,
their responses.
it's just how I speak. If you don't like it, just not.
What's up, communist cat? What'd you come up to add?
Hey, communist kitty.
Hi, Belle.
How are you?
I'm good. I forgot what exactly the topic was when I came up.
We were
My
talking about. I
bad.
was talking about a bunch of different instances of like I talked about the Israeli connection to the funneling of the weapons to the cartels. Then I was talking about Meyer Lansky, and then you had jumped in the box right after that. I don't know if it had to do with anything you were trying to talk about, but that was what the conversation was. Talking about
We
Shine
were
Bomb in Mexico.
we were in the middle of meet. Don't mess with the Zohan. That's what we were in.
Yeah, right,
Right in the
right.
middle.
What's the Zohan? Sorry.
Super propaganda film that Baron Cohen put out to be able to kind of like glorify the idea of like the Mossad, all about an Israeli Mossad agent played by Adam Sandler, and like demonizes like Arabs and stuff, Palestinians.
Isn't he Jewish himself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, there's a
Like,
lot of movies like that for the CIA.
but
Oh
they
yeah.
became like friends at the end, didn't they?
Yeah. They become
What's that
friends
other
at
guy's
the
name?
end.
What's that other guy's name? I can't remember his name. The other actor.
Um, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Sasha. It's a. Is it Sasha Baron Cohen? Isn't he in it?
No. He's much older than Sasha.
Okay. Let me look up. Hold up. Let me look up the cast.
Mikey, you got
No
that
way.
stupid
No
song
way. I
stuck
got
in
her
my
singing.
head.
I got her singing Hava Nikki Love.
You got that stupid song
Crazy.
stuck in my head,
It's
Mikey.
John Tatora.
Yeah,
Tatoro.
yeah.
Which
Yeah,
song?
John
Which song?
Turturro.
You want to
The
sing
better
it,
Nikki
song
Mikey?
Love.
is, the better song is Bashana Haba and Shefra Personality on Superim no Didot. I
Bleach,
just
please. My furniture is floating.
probably. Oh, hey, put me in a big box real quick. I got, and you need to stop fucking with Dana. All right, that's just it. Now put me in the big box.
What's going on? No, because then we can't get T-Bone back on the big box. What do you want to show?
I'm gonna say why you should be messing with
Huh?
Dana.
What? What'd you say?
Oh, are you there? So can we
Yeah, I'm
big
here.
box Bleach? Will you get back on the big box when he's done, please?
No, I'm doing stuff because no debates are taking place.
What the hell?
You should now. You should be nice to Dana because Dana's a nun. You didn't know this?
Dana
That's
is
not.
a nun.
That's not Dana.
That's
No, that is
Dana.
Dana. That is absolutely Dana.
That is not fucking Dana.
Dana,
That's
is this you, Dana?
Dana, but he just made her a nun.
Dana, is this you? Can you
No,
confirm?
I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm not.
But this is
He's
you,
a
Dana. This is not you,
Mormon.
Dana.
That's
I am
crazy.
Mormon, so why don't you guys get into your Mormon bashing?
Okay, so this is you, Dana, right? Confirm.
I am a saint, but I'm not a nun.
Okay, it's confirmed. That is Dana.
I don't think that was confirmed, but whatever.
Oh, that's definitely her.
I'm
Guarantees
a little
that.
disappointed that you lost my Schnazi picture.
Oh, don't worry.
Communists,
I got you.
welcome. Are you on the tier list? I don't think
Thank
you're
you,
on the tier
T-Bone.
list.
Thank you. I
You're here
just,
often though.
well, I recently, it was less than a month ago that I started coming up.
Copy. Do you want to be
Oh,
on the
shit.
tier list? Do you like debating? What do you think about that debating stuff? What you think
Yeah,
about that?
I'm open to debating more. I think communism is often misrepresented, so I'd like to help with that. Yeah.
In what way? We have just so that I don't know if you're aware, we do have
I
a
said, in,
I'm
sorry,
sorry, I
sorry.
think I glitched there. Yeah, I was just about to say we do have somebody who is known as the Lord of Communism right below me. Her name is Cancel Bex. Pretty good with communism. I don't know if maybe you want to have a conversation with Bex. What are you thinking?
No, yeah, I generally agree with Bex. I was meaning to say in general, I think communism is misrepresented,
Ah,
not
gotcha. Okay.
specifically in these
So
spaces.
double agent.
No, yeah, people say dumb things like "win communism, no iPhone." It's like that.
You, I got
Yeah,
Plus, I
a
got
that
definition of
generally happens a
communism,
lot.
or a little ideal of it. It's like when you have like a recipe for a cake, and we all go over to communist house and we bake this cake, and it tastes like shit. And he's like, "Well, it's not like this." So then we go over to Bleach's house. Wow. Go over to Bleach's house and we cook the same cake, same recipe, and it still tastes like shit. And the communist again says, "Oh no, it's the oven. We need to go over here and do it." That's communism, right?
Mm.
And
Not
then and
really.
then and then you go through a
Vietnam,
bunch of different houses, and they tell you that you'll never be able to make the cake just right.
Exactly.
There's
I
never
don't
been the
know.
cake made just right.
I think how
It'll
Vietnam's
taste like
cooking
shit.
is pretty good. I think how China's cooking is also pretty good. They're different,
China's not
but
communist. China is
they're.
fascist.
Oh, who are they run by?
China is fascist.
Communists,
Yeah.
right? They're
Wait.
run by
Wait.
communists.
Yeah. Just like North Korea
Listen,
is the Democratic Republic, right?
yeah,
Like,
they
what the
are
fuck
Bleach,
far
are we
more.
bro.
talking about?
Hold
Bleach,
on,
what are
What
you
are we
hold on.
talking
bugging?
about?
They are
Turn
far
his
more
camera
democratic
off.
than Western
the
This is
fuck.
Wait.
ridiculous.
Just to be clear.
democracies.
Just to be
You
clear.
turned
Steve-O,
Bell into a man.
no, listen,
No,
That's
listen.
pretty
no, that's
crazy.
I
not
need
what
to
happened.
speak. I need to speak. This is
Yeah.
blasphemy.
China
That
is
is like,
fascist.
I would rather you do the Schnazi pictures than do me like that, okay? And you know
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
funny?
But that was
T-Bone,
the
wait, shut up, shut
that
up.
was
The funny,
prior to the
shut
You
gender
got
up.
that
Let
affirming
me
shit here,
speak to
bro.
T-Bone.
T-Bone.
T-Bone, the funny part is,
T-Bone,
I'm gonna mute
that was
him.
before the gender affirming surgery.
All right, shut up. The
Oh.
Hello,
funny thing
guys.
is, AI made that picture look like
I am
literally.
a
Do you not hear me speaking?
What's
I
up,
am
Prolet?
Trump
How you doing, man?
reincarnated.
No, Red. There's a real conversation. I don't want you to
Oh, my
drop,
fault. My
bro.
fault.
What
My
up?
fault.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
that AI picture literally came out like looking like my father, but like a few shades lighter. And it also looks like my son. Like, so AI is on top of that shit, dude.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
dope.
we
They
have
can
your perspective.
replicate that well.
We have your
Prolute, what brings you here?
That's my boy,
Um,
Red. He's a good political
Oh,
debater. I wanted to continue
prolet
that.
cult? Is that how you
yeah,
say
Yeah,
I'm
it?
pretty
Prolet
good
prolet.
at
cult?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
good at debating.
Gotcha.
prolet cult. Yeah, for like proletarian. The
Copy.
communist cat next to you says that China is not fascist and that they're communist because they're ran by the Communist Party of China.
Communist cat, what's up?
Hi.
And
What's up? How
someone
you
made
guys?
a picture.
So what makes China communist in any way? I'm just wondering. I'm just asking. Like, what do you think makes it communist?
Yeah, so the same party that Mao had established is in power. Obviously, they've switched up strategies, but this is all encompassed within Marxism Leninism. It's a type of science that you're going to try the things that out in like the laboratory, which is the state projects there. You use what works, get rid of what doesn't. This is what China's been doing. Deng was a Marxist Leninist. Xi today is a Marxist Leninist. They've been leaded but all of their leaders have been Marxist Leninists. They're still led by Marxist Leninists.
Well,
I
Stalin
don't
called Mao
know how you
Zedong
would.
a marginalized communist, which Stalin believed that Mao was essentially using communism as a way to essentially gather up the masses and stuff. This is what Stalin said to the U.S. president, by the way. You can search it up. And Mao's China operated vastly different than the Soviet Union, which was the reason why the Sino-Soviet split even happened. Economically speaking, Mao Zedong supported class collaborationism. He believed that the national bourgeoisie and essentially the proletariat should collaborate for a better China. Of course, class collaborationism doesn't mean it's not communist, but however, that's a very rare trait among communists. Don't you agree? The concept of the bourgeoisie and proletariat and peasants collaborating to create a better China. Don't you think that's a little off from Marxism, Leninism?
No, and there wasn't really much of, well, today among Chinese Marxists. There's again, the lessons learned from Stalin have been implemented, and yeah, they were critical then and are now, but it's not like you're trying to frame this split as something that Mao developed in a form of communism that's different than Marxism Leninism. No, that's not the case. Again, the specific conditions in a given area are going to determine what the form of Marxism Leninism in that area is going to look like. Obviously, the Soviet Union's conditions were much different than China's. So,
And
I
of
mean,
course, the argument of the material conditions, and you would be correct to say that the conditions were different. However, regardless, now I would say that Mao Zedong was very unorthodox, considering the fact that he also implemented policies to where it was heavily criticized by the Soviets. Many of his policies, like I said, class collaborationism, the concept of the national bourgeoisie and proletarian peasants work together, that was heavily criticized by Stalin. And same with the many concepts like China essentially becoming isolationist under Mao Zedong and attempting to essentially create a revolution inside a revolution, which is the Cultural Revolution. Um, I mean, I can see where you're coming from. And of course, I'm not denying that Mao Zedong wasn't communist. He was. I'm not saying that. But I'm more referring to modern China, where their economy is more corporatist in the sense that they admire an individual name. Do you know Carl Schmick by any chance?
not ringing a bell,
Yeah,
but
of course. So China, if you look him up, it's called the Carl Schmitt fever, essentially. And in China, many of the political theorists, and of course, this is the modern CCP. So, of course, take this with a grain of salt because it isn't like Mao Zedong's CCP. There's this fever called Carl Schmitt fever, and essentially, Carl Schmitt was a foundational ideological person for German fascism, essentially. And for example, the doctrines of Chinese socialism, he's literally in the cover. And basically, most of the modern Chinese economic politics comes from him. And yet again, he was foundational to German fascism. And we can see this in China that it's leaning more towards a corporatist system, not in the sense it isn't socialist anymore, because yet again, China is a socialist nation, but it's leaning towards like Juche, where Juche, I mean, Kim Il Sung literally says it himself, and Kim Jong Il. Juche is an original idea from Marxism. Yeah, I did say that, but still, it's heavily unorthodox in communist circles. But
Yeah. And also, just
essentially,
real quick, just to cite your claim about the quote from Stalin, you guys can find that in an excerpt from a book that was written on World War II titled The Strange Connection, U.S. Intervention in China, 1944 to 1972, written by Brevin Alexander on pages 4 through 6. It states U.S. Ambassador to the Soviet Union, W. Averell Harriman, passed on to Vice President Henry A. Wallace the views of Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin had related to him on June 10th, 1944, saying that Chiang Kai-shek was the best man available to run China under existing circumstances. He maintained the Chinese Reds were not real communists, but margarine communists. However, did believe they were patriots who wanted to fight, while Chiang refused to allow them to do so.
yeah, exactly. Stalin was more supportive of the Republic of China because the context was this: the Soviets had more investments in the Nationalist Party, because the Nationalist Party was actually socialist. And this before the right wingers took over. That's why there was a split between the left wing and right wing. The Soviets had more investments in the Nationalist Party and such. And that's why the Soviets preferred them, because I mean Lenin and had dialogue and etc. So there was obviously more of a connection with the nationalists, at least on the Soviet point of view, than the Chinese communists, who were very, very, very unorthodox in their methods and their beliefs. That yet again, class collaboration. Same with the concept of there essentially being a corporatist economy, and etc. So yeah, and also Mao Zedong did praise Mussolini. He called him a visionary and such. which there are sources to that. Actually, Mikey, did I send that to you? The page.
No, you didn't yet. But I can pull up the quote. I'm at my computer.
I'll send it to you in a second. I gotta leave the live and stuff to send it because I can't do it on the live. It's an El Duke's
No, you're
DM.
good. You're good. You're good. I'll source it right now. You're good.
Here, 1 second. I'll be right back, guys.
Wouldn't deny Mao said that about him. Oh, don't know if he could hear me, but I will say that he admitted what the state in China is doing is attempting to build socialism. They're on that path. And regardless of their unorthodox approach, he's talking about, circles of communists not considering, considering certain parts of it unorthodox, whatever, criticizing it going too far in its reforms, allowing aspects of capitalism. Whatever the criticism is, you can't deny they are a form of socialism, and they are
Yeah. Same
building
with
it.
fascism.
And right, but this is a state that is controlled by the working class. They have a robust democracy system,
They have a
local
corporatist.
councils.
They have a
And no,
corporatist structure.
no.
Local councils would
No,
be
it's
no
not
different than a
true.
syndicate. Yeah.
No,
They have a more
but
corporatist
because
structure, and the local. Real quick, the local councils would be no different than like a syndicate structure that was regional based that Mussolini had in place. That's actually like very parallel to the system that he had. When you say that you have like regional councils that are able to like make sure that certain areas are going to be provided the necessity that they need,
yeah,
as
well, the
opposed to like the
difference
less
is
necessitated
any
issues.
corporate formations in China are
Mhm.
subjected to the state's will, and any that
Yeah.
step
Same
outside
like
of
Mussolini. Yeah, same like Mussolini. That's literally
right,
what the corporatist
but
was. That's what corporatism
but
is.
we see the fruits of the state's labor, right? We see that what they have, their 5-year projects have
Hmm.
undoubtedly raised the standard of living for the people
Can we
in
get a mod
China,
to let
and
Prolet?
they
Can we
are
get a mod to
far
let
better
Prolet
off.
back up? Any of the mods that are here, can you let Prolet back up real quick? But no, yeah, no, I agree with you that there's these plans and things like that. But again, it doesn't address the point that all the corporations are underneath the power of the state. That's literally what a corporatist structure is. Right? The corporations have to bend to the will of the state. That is what corporatism is. It is as Mussolini put it. That's exactly what happened within Mussolini's system. And then again, you say they have these local councils. That doesn't
But they
read any
don't
different to me
operate
as a syndicate.
independently at all. I mean,
Yo, so to
Yeah,
the
neither
guy
did
they're
that
yeah
made
they
up
said,
didn't.
of agents of the state.
to
Yeah,
the
they
guy
didn't.
that
They didn't with
said,
Mussolini either.
the class disappeared. No, the class did not disappear in the 50s. Are you serious? The people who funded the Cultural Revolution were literal national bourgeoisies, bro. What are you talking about? The class did not disappear.
Right.
Literally the flag, the Chinese flag, the 5 stars. Literally the stars represent the national bourgeoisie, the peasants, the proletariat, and etc. And the 1 star represents the party. Come on, bro. Like, we
Right.
cannot be serious right now.
Right, but also, hey, Prolet, let me tell me if I'm wrong. Under the corporatist structure under Mussolini, the corporations did not have autonomy to operate outside of the will of the state. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Corporatism is just a method to make the economy more organic. It isn't actually an economic system. For example, a capitalist can be corporatist. It's just a method of making the economic structure more organic and more acting like an organism. I mean, the Soviet Union. I mean, for example, the New Deal. The New Deal is very corporatist.
Yeah, but the
what's his name?
corporate
The guy who
interests
opposed it.
aren't at the helm of
Sure.
decision
It isn't
making in
okay.
the state
Corporatism
of
doesn't
China.
mean corporatism doesn't mean corporations. It just means a more organic economy for the syndicates and trade unions and workers,
Correct.
where the state acts like an organism. It isn't literally corporations.
Yep.
Look, these were different times, dude. These were different times.
Literally, the
Corporate
only
didn't mean
distinction. Listen, the only distinction, and this is like I guess a hard pill that a lot of communists have to swallow here. The only distinction between communism and fascism is that the ideal that fascists accept the immaterial and the understanding of the moral implications of social ills within society. But when it comes to economic structures and things of that nature, there is not a distinctual difference between like communists and fascists.
Yeah, I
When it
want to
comes
show
to
you guys something
addressing
cool.
things like the bourgeoisie and stuff like that, that's
Right.
insane. Boy,
Historically,
ain't
we've
no
been
way,
very
Bleach.
similar, and Historically,
Gotcha,
we
bitch.
And that is
haven't
why
been at
I
each
say
other's
that.
throats at
Hold
all.
on. That is
Yeah, it's
why
true. No,
I
that's actually
say
like
that
unironically true,
fascism.
communist. But I know
It's
you're saying it
not.
like,
That is
yeah, exactly.
why
Okay,
I
great. So
It's
you
say
have the
that
it's
proof.
fascism
demonstrably
is a
false.
leftist
It's
ideology.
demonstrably false. Okay,
Can y'all
wait.
like
So
hear
if it's
me?
What
yes,
happened in
Bell,
World
but
War
we're in the
II,
middle of a
buddy? Yeah,
dialogue.
Bell, go
Yeah,
If
but we're in
it's
the
ahead.
middle of
if it's
dialogue that doesn't stop.
okay, bro. Bad. What was the
Oh.
point that you were trying to add to the conversation, Bill?
Take a look at his picture, Bill.
All right, so this photo right here, the guy's highlighted, Mr. Communist.
Hold on, Prolet. Hold on,
So
Prolet. Oh, what
oh,
were
what's
you
up?
trying to say?
Oh yeah, wait.
I was just throwing in there that this is why I think fascism and why I say fascism is a leftist ideology.
Hey,
It is.
Mikey.
It is.
Well, I
You,
mean,
See
you get
that?
it's
a lot of
economically
pushback on
leftist.
Bro.
It's
that.
economically
No, yeah,
leftist.
Mussolini.
It's
Yeah, Mussolini says that fascism is the revitalization of the left, the true
Mikey,
left.
whose
That's
side are you
hilarious.
on?
That's fucking hilarious, bitch.
all right. So this photo right here. Wait, hold on. Don't full screen me because you can't see the full photo.
Wait, no, you can't. No, no, no. Go to the green screen that looks like a ghost standing in front of the green screen, and then put the picture up, and it'll crop the picture to your box when you're on the big screen.
Where?
Go to the green screen that looks like it makes you like translucent, like it looks like a ghost standing in front of it.
Let me hold on 1 second.
There
I'm
you go.
like an old gen. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yep, that one.
Okay.
Yep, and then put the picture up under that green screen. It'll crop it perfectly. Now put up.
Ah,
Now put them
okay.
on the big
Thank you.
screen.
Put me full screen. Put me full screen. So, do you see the guy that's highlighted in the book? This was a book published by the official Communist Party of China. So I'm going to give you a hint. He's German. He's German, and he was one of the painter's top guys. Okay,
Yep.
this is the hint. All right, you don't know who he is? Boom! It's Carl Schmidt, and there's evidence to prove this too. They translated multiple books into the language. Here's one of his books that was translated by the CCP. And yeah, this guy's heavily idolized in the modern CCP. One of the I actually have an article from one of the members of the CCP, and they basically call Colonel Schmidt the father of Chinese communism. Sorry, the father of Chinese socialism, because if you really think about it, China operates as a homo ethnic type socialist state in the sense that they're pushing more towards the concept of there being a Han identity. So China isn't like Mao Zedong's China anymore, because Mao Zedong's China wanted a united China regardless of ethnicities. But the modern CCP, if we take a look at it, for example, the policies against minorities and stuff, we can see it's heading more towards a ethnic, or I would say a folk socialism, in the
Wait, no, my
sense
bad.
that
My bad. Wait, real quick, Prolet. What are you laughing at, communist? Do you have
What
any
policies
refuting
against
evidence?
minorities? You want to talk about the
Yeah.
Muslims in China by chance?
yes,
Oh yeah,
yes.
I was waiting for this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, the reason why they have those policies is due to the fact that essentially they were attempting to rebel and create their own independent emirate. That's the reason why China is dealing with
Yeah,
them. But even then,
citation needed if you're going to come out
Yeah, sure.
and start regurgitating widely debunked claims,
Widely debunked.
mostly
Okay, great, cool.
pushed
Provide the
by
debunking.
Western intelligence
Yeah, yeah.
agencies.
Provide the
I'm
debunking.
not
Okay,
basing
if
this
he
on
hasn't
Western
cited
intelligence. I'm
any
basing this.
sources, how would I debunk it,
He cited
Bozo?
multiple. Wait, he cited.
No,
Well,
he
yeah.
hasn't.
If you
He's just been
wait,
talking like it's a
wait.
matter of
Hey,
fact.
buddy.
I've
Hey,
been listening
buddy.
very
Buddy, it's
closely,
so
not a
funny.
single
It's so
source.
funny that you call it. Yeah, he's provided multiple. What the fuck? He's provided multiple sources for the things he said. You haven't provided any. Now, anyways, you said it's been widely
Here,
debunked. So if the claim is being made, then you should just be able to
here's Mao
respond
talking
with the
about
actual
Mussolini.
counterfactual evidence, right?
Here's someone
If
talking
something's
about
so
Mao
wide, wait,
regarding
hold on,
Mussolini.
Prolet.
Yeah,
If
what
something's been so
sources? What
widely,
sources?
if
Tell me the
something's been
sources,
so,
buddy.
if
Yeah,
something
you're
has been
talking
so
out of your
widely
ass.
debunked, if something's been so widely debunked, you should be able to just provide the counterfactual evidence, right?
Yeah, I need specific sources that you're trying to base
Wait, the
these
Communist.
claim is
claims
that
off of. No, no, no.
wait,
I
just to
need
be
the
clear,
sources you're trying to base the claims off of in order to debunk
there's
the
policies
source.
that are
I can't
persecuting
just.
minorities in China. You should be able to provide the counterfactual evidence of that not being true, communist cat.
Yeah, I can. There have
Okay, great,
been
cool, provide it.
multiple independent investigations by a
Multiple independent
coalition. Yeah,
investigations.
the Islamic Alliance for Cooperation has sent delegates, over 50 delegates here, representing over 30 member nations, Muslim majority countries, had a unanimous consensus that there was no evidence that there are any policies targeting unfairly the Uyghur population in China. So
Most of the
we
Uyghur
we see
population
the
want to be
people
independent,
who
though.
do independently investigate this. The Muslim majority nations that send their representatives see no evidence. But you want to talk about the evidence that mostly comes from Western intelligence agencies like Mossad and the CIA, who are
Oh my god,
actively
it's
funding the
Mossad that doesn't
genocidal
want us. It's
Muslims in
Mossad who doesn't
Gaza.
want us to be communists. Oh my god,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, cite
Mossad
the
who
source.
doesn't
Cite
want
the
us to
source.
be
Oh yeah, you
communists.
can't because the sources you have are literally
Okay,
directly
what
linked to
about
the
this?
CIA.
What about
Bozo.
this? What about this book I'm citing regarding what Mao thought about Mussolini, the Soviet strongman? You can read it if you want.
But I already said I did not deny this. Like,
Okay,
okay,
perfect.
great. Mao
Great.
said this about him. Who
Well, you said
cares?
he provided. Yeah, you said he provided no sources. He's been providing you sources. But yeah,
Okay,
so let's
this
get
is
into the
a
point about the
historical
Uyghur.
reference
Let's get
point
into
that
the
I
point about
didn't
the
even
Uyghur. Let's get
contend,
into the point about the
bozo.
Well,
Uyghurs.
communist is correct. I should have expanded a little more on my point. I think communist has the dub there, honestly. He's correct. Of course, most of the Uyghurs are willing to. Most of the Uyghurs want their own emirate and such, but I will give communist credit where due. He is correct on that. So I'm not afraid to admit I'm wrong. So
Wrong on what? What did you say that was wrong?
I wasn't really wrong, but I didn't really explain what I meant by massacring political minorities. I didn't really expand on that until later. So
I
that's my
want.
fault.
Can I?
Are they
Yo,
moving
who's
more
barking?
towards an ethnically homogenous? No?
And that's true. And yeah, that one's true. But I mean,
Is it fair to say that most communists or believe in communists are not are not gainfully employed?
Can someone please read that? It's so small.
No, yeah, no. It's blurry and we can't read it.
You can't read it at
I'll
all?
take that as a yes.
Oh, there we go. Now it cleared up. It estimated that over 1 million Uyghurs
oh
and other predominantly Muslim minorities have been detained in Xinjiang. Oh, yeah, but like, yeah, this is just citing from Wikipedia, which is going to be coming from like media sources. Again, I just want to like try to be at least charitable, right, to communists, even though I don't agree with his views.
What are you talking about?
He's
Wiggle?
Are you
Uyghur.
saying okay? So is
Oh,
this what
Uyghur.
you guys? Is this what you guys
same
are
thing,
saying?
right?
Is has been debunked, communist? That this is not true?
Yeah. They were detained for a time being because they wanted to create their own emirate in China, and it was viewed as like a
Yeah,
revolting action
there were
against the
What
state,
about
but it's not
their
like
specific
indefinite.
groups that were
okay? What
committing
about their
key acts.
re-education camps? Do you know how many Muslims are in their re-education camps?
Well,
yeah, that's good. Honestly, they need to be there.
Yeah, re-education is good if they're committing T acts and trying to destroy and tear apart the fabrics of their society.
Okay.
No, let's get back into the
So you do believe?
fascism.
Wait. Because
So
this, I'm gonna hit back on this. So you do believe that Muslims, a majority, might be T groups in China, but you don't want to believe that in the U.S. Even though I'm against
No,
it.
I didn't say a majority of them. I said there was a specific group within the Uyghur population of Muslims that were committing T acts in China and that unalived innocent people that the
But
Chinese
it's
government dealt with
Yeah,
appropriately.
okay.
yeah.
But it's true over there. But when it's said over here, it's propaganda.
No, I don't deny that there are a lot of Muslim groups. Mind you, that the
What the
United States
fucking
funds
slop, dude?
across the Levant that commit T acts
you said the
to,
word slop.
yeah.
It's over.
Okay. I just wanted to
Okay,
make sure.
anyways, I do just want to get back to the fascism versus communism debate.
Oh yeah, actually, communist. How knowledgeable are you in like Marxist Leninist theory and such?
I mean, I've read basic texts over the last year or so.
Okay, I think we can probably debate about communism and fascism. So, what's your contention with fascist ideology? Essentially, what's your contention with it? Like, what do you like? I guess my point is what do you see wrong with Marxism? I mean, I'm sorry,
Or
fascism. I'm sorry.
fascism.
Sorry, my fault. I'm tired. Please excuse me for that.
You're good. Hold on. Let me get back inside. I
Does
wasn't
That's fine.
anybody?
expecting to debate fascism.
let me get
All right.
back.
Bex, are you there?
Yo, why do I see a Mikey Jew? What's going on
I
here?
know, bro.
Bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's up?
Bleach got
But-
mad at me and made me into a Jew.
Do you
All right.
remember a couple
This
weeks
is
ago,
really
I was
noisy.
fighting with someone over here where I said that fascism is a leftist ideology. Was it Shawnee that was fighting me on it?
I don't remember.
Mikey, actually,
Fascism is more of the left. Bell,
That you was
I
a
want you
radical
to bring
Jew?
this up to them because a lot
Yeah,
of people don't
because-
Fascism can
realize
be on
this.
either side.
Wait,
Just
hold up. Can
bring
you also
up.
stop people that are listening? I just want to make sure that the audience can hear. There's like 4 people talking at once.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, but Bell.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
when I'm sorry, Cancel.
No,
You can continue.
it's okay. Go ahead.
Bell. If you want, I can give you some quotes about fascism being leftist from Mussolini to Giovanni Gentili and etc. to help you prove your point.
I would like that. I would like that very much, actually, because every time I bring that up, I get so much pushback from Democrats on the
She's
left.
still gonna lose. It doesn't matter. She's gonna lose the debate anyway.
Shut up.
No,
You know
honestly, I've never lost a debate with them because they can't really disprove it. They either take you down for the panel or not. But still,
No, but it's just
you give
because it's
sources
Bell.
regardless. Like, I give
What did you
sources.
say?
It's just
Hold
because
on
it's
a
Bell.
minute.
By
It's
the way,
Bell
I don't
effect.
disagree with that.
Well, what do you
do
mean it's
think-
just because it's Bell? Hold on a
The
minute.
Bell effect.
But then why did you pull out? You challenged me and then you pulled out.
You pulled out.
No way you are telling me that I ran from a
T-Bone,
debate
you
with you,
pulled
Bell.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance.
You're a puller outer?
Like, that's blasphemy at its fucking core.
No, not even more. He said it. He said it. Not
Ism-
even 2 minutes later, he pulled out.
You didn't want him
Cole,
to
Cole, do you agree? Do you agree with this person in the comments that
So,
says
Bell, wait,
fascism
Bell,
is as
Bell,
left as
hold on.
social democracy?
No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I
Bell,
don't think
you
so either. I think it's quite more
This is
left because
really
it's a
important right now.
revolutionary. It's a revolutionary ideal.
No, they use social
it's understandable,
democracy.
honestly, because, for example, if you look at the Social Democrat program in Germany and you look at an NSAP program, I always find this funny. The NSAP program is almost the exact same as the Social Democrat program. It's pretty hilarious, but
Yeah, it's just less.
but
It's
but
just
that's
not. It's
German
just not.
socialism. You can make that argument
It's
for
just
German
not
socialism. honestly.
racialist.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
make that argument
yeah.
for German fascism, even though it's not fascist technically speaking. But Italian fascism is more far left in the sense that, for example, Mussolini says himself, "We come from the Jacobin tradition, essentially," and there's quotes to prove that too. Which I might have to get off the panel again to get those quotes.
Wait, yeah, can you please send me that stuff? Because I could use a tune-up when it comes to this subject, please.
No, it's cool. You don't got to get the quotes right now, though. It's cool, and I can also send some of the quotes that you've sent me over to Bell as well.
Really? Oh yeah, send it to me. Oh yeah, I have it in your send me them. Send me them right now, so I don't need to do all that. Anyways, communists. What is
I
your
want to beat
contention?
T-Bone now. Now I want to beat
No,
T-Bone.
so you wanted T-Bone to pull out. T-Bone didn't want to pull out.
No, I didn't want him to
Let's
pull
not
out.
like Bleach. No, that's a fucking mute, dog.
I did not want him to pull out of this, but he made the offer and pulled out literally.
And you
That's
can't
what they
engage
said.
him in that
Exactly what I
fucking
said.
verbiage, Bell. Please,
Hey guys. Guys.
Did you not pull out, T-Bone?
Right? That's what I said.
All right, bro. What do you mean by
Right,
pull
I'm
out? Let's
sorry.
be for
Then
real.
forget about it.
Pause.
He's mad that you pulled out.
Wait, let me and communist debate, please. Thank you.
No, it's okay. Let's let them talk it out.
I agree, honestly. Just let them
I
talk.
figured y'all had reached some type of ending there.
No,
but if y'all
this
wanna
is
keep
slop.
going,
Resistant,
No, this is slop. I
resistant
wanna hear-
Italy in
We're just
1922
gearing it
to
up.
1932.
Bell, are you finally admitting that you and T-Bone are fucking?
What the
Okay,
What the hell?
let's,
Alright.
let's just drop his dumb ass. Go ahead, communist. and-
This is this
I
is
don't know
slop.
who
We
gives
were
a damn.
just.
I'll be
we
right
literally-
back.
T-Bone. We literally. No. I just sent him over to Bell. Oh my god! We're just gearing up for the debate, bro. I want to hear.
Well, I don't think there's much of a
My
debate. I
favorite
agree that
thing-
it's a left idea. A lot of fascists.
No, but my
movements
favorite
are-
thing. No,
Yeah.
my favorite thing is to hear fascists debate communists that are both educated on it, and then to hear the reason that communists will knee jerk say that they disagree with fascism. And it typically just comes down to, like I said, it's more around the ideals of the immaterial social views as opposed to the actual economic systems themselves. They don't disagree with the economic systems. They mainly disagree. No, Sean. You have an echo. Drop. Restart. Try it again. Next time.
Yo, y'all
Anyways.
have dirty minds. Oh, there he is. Shorty boy.
Anyways,
Mikey,
but
do
yeah,
me a
it mainly
favor.
comes down to the social view state as opposed to the going as opposed to like the economic perception, like communist, Marxist. Like Giovanni Gentili said, he's post-Marxist. He agreed with everything that Marx had as an analysis, and he just said that Marx was a confused idealist because
Yeah,
Marx was a
man.
dialectical materialist.
I was saying that too because from what I've read, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. So I don't know
Yeah,
where much of a debate would be. It's just the look at the fruits of the movement's labors, though. The
I
movement
think that.
to build socialism has
Mhm.
objectively been much more of a benefit for the working class wherever they exist
But do you not think
than
that?
the
Well, you don't
movements
think
for
that like
fascism. Yeah, what's that?
you don't think that like Italian fascism was beneficial for like the Italian working class with like
Briefly, but it
raising.
became very obvious that they were manipulating the masses and beginning literally to support other fascist regimes.
Well,
So,
I think. Well,
yeah,
here's where I agree with you.
China hasn't done that.
Here's where I'll agree with you, and this is part of the reason why I stopped being a fascist and went back to being a capitalist. I think that fascist economies are set up in a way where it's necessary to turn them into war economies, and I don't think that they're long term stable in that. Right? And that results in the eventual either dissolvement of the states or nations that go fascistic, right? Or it results in the evolution of those states that go fascistic, typically back into a more free market democratic system. Whereas communism does seem to at least hold a pole for a longer period of time. But I think that systems that go communist, as we see with China, like we were saying, kind of fluctuate back and forth. Like China was more communist under Mao, and then they leaned into more fascism lately as they've opened up for more free market capabilities and access to, promote economic growth, but they still hold on to certain communist tendencies of central planning of the economy. Um, but that reason is why I went back to being a capitalist as opposed to being like a, because I think that the only way that you actually get the real meat of it sticking is you have to be a communist. And sorry, buddy, I'm just not a materialist. I'm just not a dialectical materialist.
Well, I
Hold on one
mean, I
second.
know Christians
Can I
that use it
just
as a tool. What?
can I just say
Yeah,
something real quick on the debate? So Officer and Bone, we never solidified that time. When y'all asked me, do you have time tomorrow? I never got confirmation that 50 was down for the same time tomorrow. So I think that's
Oh,
why neither one of us were here at the time. So I think
oh,
a better like a more locked in schedule is probably a better fit. And then Officer, me and you still need to lock in. Are we going to do the first at 8:30 or the second at
uh,
8:30?
we can do the second. What's the proposition again?
It was going to be that your claim was that democracy is a failure and we should adjust towards authoritarianism. 'Cause I'm
Yeah, I
gonna be
can run.
honest with you, that vegan debate, man, I probably got to do a little bit more prep
You don't want
than
the
even know.
vegan strat yet? You don't want the vegan strat yet, bro?
I think you know what I think you're gonna just give up on it. I think you're just gonna be like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore, and then
No,
hopefully we
no,
never have to do it.
I
But
want you to know, I'm bringing back staples. Okay, veganism debate is a staple. Slaves have rights. That's a staple. We're bringing that all back. But yeah, no, we can do the authoritarian thing. Sure, I'll take that. Why not?
well, so also I'm not. I just want to let you know I'm not ducking the vegan one. Like I said, it's just me and you actually have more
However you want to
differences on
convince
that.
yourself, however you want to convince yourself.
No, I'm just saying, me and you have more differences when it comes to the authoritarianism. I mean, literally, we've had these debates in the past.
I
So
have a
very excited about
question.
that.
I have a
What's
I
question.
up?
remember me cooking. I
Because
remember me
if
cooking
you're
you. But
saying that these slaves did have rights, wouldn't that indicate that they would be able to actualize on these rights? Because if so, we might have a debate here.
what do you mean by actualize?
Yeah, like so you have to be able to actualize your rights in a sense, right? Like the fact that they were slaves means that there was something preventing them from being able to act upon those rights.
But did that divorce them of actually having rights, like inherently bestowed to them through
Not
nature? Do they not
not
have them
not in
anymore?
yeah, not inherently, but I feel like that's kind of fucked. Like there's no reason for you to
Yeah, it's
make that
slavery,
statement.
T-Bone. It is
You know?
fucked.
No, but I'm saying like as far as you making the argument being fucked, because it's like everybody would agree to that premise when you're saying like slaves don't have. Well, yeah, of course they had rights that were not
but not
actualized on. But
but the issue is not everybody agrees to the premise because a lot of people seem to think that the rights have to come from the government's written word itself. That's how I got Lynn's earlier today in the abortion debate. She decided to deviate to government law and constitution rather than rooting herself. Originally, then she adjusted to God eventually, but then I just asked her if God said kill all the black people, that's acceptable. Then she kind of bit that bullet, but that's neither here nor there. It's fucked because you have to
so
just
so
admit that people have rights in that just because you oppress those rights doesn't mean that they are divorced of having those rights.
I think we would all agree upon that. However, we don't live that out as a society because there's certain rights that
True.
people have when they're in prison that they should be getting, but laws say that they don't
Uh,
necessarily get them.
yeah, but if you violate like the collective like morality or ethics of a society, we have a right to also punish you for that to maintain order.
Does that punishment include
Death,
losing
yes,
rights?
yes. Oh,
Wait, but then if
absolutely.
that's the case, who's removing those rights if it's inherent?
The state through
The
through
state, which
processes.
means,
So then the
but
state
if the
does
state
provide
is,
those rights.
yeah, I was just about to say that, Shani.
So hold on a second. No,
You,
no, no, no. Save this. Save this energy. Save this energy for an actual debate.
Shawnee, by the end
Like,
of the first, I will have you saying to me that the state will embody the soul of the people.
not me. Hold on a second. This one's not
That
for
will
me.
be you. That'll be
This one's
you.
for Bone. He said he wanted that one. Me and you. We're gonna talk about you're gonna be praising Joe Biden by the time we're done with the debate on democracy.
You mean Bibi
You're gonna vote
Netanyahu?
15 different times. No, but listen. I'm down for it. Like I said, we just have to reschedule 50 at a more stable time for him as well. Because I don't want to come into another room where we're waiting for 45 minutes. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm a
The
Go
key
ahead.
thing to remember, T-Bone, from what I told this to Linz
Oh,
earlier today
hi. Well,
too.
then, bye, officer. Damn.
Bye, buddy. I appreciate you. Your love. Yeah, like the reason why I would concede that the state doesn't get to determine what my rights are, but maybe can determine how those rights are lost based on the violation of other people's rights is because we have to have a reasonable standard in which we can like grant permissibility. So like if I beat you with a coconut for no reason on a nice Sunday and you die, there can't be no recourse. I've like violated the like the collective will of my society. Right, like the permissible ethics, or like, well, no, the permissible morality of my society was violated. There has to be a punishment in order to maintain like order. Because without
I'm
that,
back.
then people,
Sorry, I missed all
oh,
of
you
what you said.
motherfucker! I'm not repeating myself.
I had to do something, bro. My fault.
You could
Yeah,
have
yeah,
warned me.
don't
You
even
could have
worry
warned
about
me.
it. We'll get to it later.
Mikey, like what the fuck?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We might wait. Uh,
Oh, did I see him? Is he here?
I saw it too.
He has an invite.
He has two invites now.
Who are we waiting on?
The
You guys are
conservative guy
you're
that was
the
gonna debate
Oh, I just
yeah
Mikey.
saw
you're
him.
your guys' newest hero since he postured up an argument
Wait,
against
that's
me.
not him. He had a blue picture yesterday.
No, that's
No,
him.
that's him.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
him.
that
No,
was the one I
conservative Evan.
added, so it's definitely him. Unless he
Conservative
probably
Conservative
changed
Evan,
his
Evan.
picture.
get up here.
No, that's the same profile picture. Oh.
Bring that ass here.
Yeah, bro, we gotta come on, bro. We gotta debate about Iran, bro.
Oh,
You
he said
scheduled
your
it.
mom. That's who. Oh, there. Yeah, that one. But the other guy had a
There
different
he
one.
is.
Are you still debating tonight, conservative Evan?
Is this a
I
lightning or
actually
is this
think
just
this is gonna
like a free debate?
um
Not to lightning.
Oh shit.
now my question becomes, and this is just me personally, I do think that y'all can get more into the weeds with shit with more time.
Hmm.
Do y'all think y'all should push it to a thunder, or should you just leave it as a lightning? I'm
I mean,
not
I
going
guess
to
it'll
be
be
able
up
to
to the.
debate tonight, unfortunately. I have a physics test tomorrow.
How did you
Nice.
schedule it? How did you schedule it for tonight? Okay, bro.
What
Catch
does
you when I
tomorrow
catch
look
you.
like, conservative Evan?
He
Oh,
said
Yeah,
he
bro.
since
said
when? Why do you have a physics test, T-Bone?
No, that's what conservative said. Look at the
Don't
chat,
even,
Oh, I'm
bro.
don't
sorry.
even respond
I'm
to her. Don't
sorry.
even.
Okay.
But you
what
scheduled
would
it
be
for
a good
tonight.
time?
I'm about to say physics test.
So
T-Bone
tomorrow, same time, you be good, Evan? 8 p.m. Eastern?
or Bleach, that AI picture's wild. Mikey, you allowed that?
What do you mean I allowed it, bro? This man is this man got free travel.
Bro, Bleach is a menace with AI. He's done Bell dirty. Dirty over the
He
past
turned
couple
me
of
in.
weeks.
I know he turned me into a Jew, bro.
Me too. Sickening.
I thought the same thing, Bill.
T-Bone,
And we're like,
Wait,
wait, how old is
T-Bone,
T-Bone?
T-Bone is not, T-Bone is
notice,
not
Bell,
old,
you
bro.
didn't
Don't do
say
that to
the
me.
Israeli
You're not
people or the
understanding.
Israeli government. You said the Jews made you sick.
Wait, we
I
might
got you.
actually have a debate
I
tonight.
did not
Hold
say the
on, give me
Jews
one
made me
second.
Yes, you.
sick. I said you
That's
turning
exactly.
me. No, as a Muslim, you turning me into a Jew is sickening to me, religious
Oh,
wise.
Is
you're a Muslim too?
Mr.
is
Mr.
I'm half
Don
bleach
Muslim.
Patron,
is
you
bleach a
I'm in
finally
Jew?
California.
graced the
Okay,
panel
wait,
with your
wait.
presence. What?
We got the
Oh,
time. We got
yeah,
the
go ahead.
time. We got the time. We got the time. It's 8 p.m.
Tomorrow,
Western
his time, that would
Pacific.
be 11 my
Yeah,
time. I
11
think
your
that's 10
time.
your time.
This doesn't make sense though. This debate is
No,
not
no,
going to
it'd be
take more
10.
than
No, no, no.
30
You see, you're fucking
minutes.
up. No, see, you're fucking up. It'd be 10 your time, 9 my time, 8 his time.
Well, I thought he was in Cali. Isn't that,
Oh, wait, no, yeah, Callie's 2 hours behind. Wait, no, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So 11
so
your
yeah,
time,
it's
10 my time, 8 his time.
copy. Okay. All righty. I guess we'll go tomorrow then. Appreciate you, conservative Evan. Don Patron finally blessing us with your presence. Cause you've been
We
talking a lot of shit in the comment section, bro.
we meet
What say you?
again.
What's going on?
We meet again.
Are you engaging in a debate tonight, or
Don Patron
we
said you
just
were a
chilling?
sucker, T-Bone. A
I do
fucking
have a
sucker.
question for the
I heard him.
physics guy, the guy that has a physics test. The debate's not going to take more than like 30, 35
Yeah,
minutes.
that is true, conservative kid. The
You
debate's
No, yeah,
probably
let
like
will
me.
have, you
No,
25
probably
not
minutes.
you,
have,
conservative
can
Evan.
I,
Don
Yeah,
hold
Patron
Bill.
is
on,
Me
having
and
can
it.
me
I
and
finish
T-Bone
my
was talking about
sentence?
something, and you
No,
just
hold
interrupted,
on.
Bill.
Hold on. Evan, do you want it to be a quick debate, like 30 minutes, or do you want a more long form debate, like an hour? It's up to you, conservative Evan. How long you want to debate about Iran? I go 30 minutes, I go for an hour. I hold lives that last like 3 hours long. So
Fuck
talk
it,
about
make
this
it two
topic a
hours.
lot.
Hey, T-Bone,
Don't
you
let
know what the real debate is?
hey conservative. Don't let them penny pinch you.
T-Bone.
T-Bone.
Penny
Yeah, what's the real
So
debate?
T-Bone. So T-Bone. I was on these streets, just
Mhm.
kind of doing my thing, dog. And I slid through the door, and I heard Don Patron be like, "Hey, yo, the T-Bone cat ain't nothing, bruh. You bitch." I
You
pressed
saw
him.
me taking up like a more conservative position, and Don was trying to gas in the comment section.
I
Hey,
was
hey,
giving you a
that's
compliment,
because Don is
bro.
scared of you, bro. He's scared of you, bro. You folded him
I'm
that
not
one time,
scared of him. I was giving him a compliment. I
dog.
said you was
Oh,
eating him
compliment.
up.
Bro,
Oh, okay.
you let T-Bone talk crazy to you,
I
dog. He was
even
like, "You
fucking
fake ass conservative."
I even said, nah, I take it back because you thought I was bullshitting. Like, I wasn't bullshitting. I was like, yeah, you making good points.
So here's what we'll
This
do because he said he doesn't like time constraints. So let's just set it for an hour. Let's set it for a thunder. And then if it has to get called early or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We can do that.
Well, so I don't like time constraints either. The only problem is when it gets to, and I trust that you and conservative can have a dialogue where there's not much interrupting and shit like that. But if I change the layout for you guys for Thunder debates, I might have to replicate that for everybody. And this was going to be like I'm not going to lie, it was supposed to be like the test to see how a Thunder would work. If not, maybe what we can do is we could do a lightning debate. We can double the time for you guys, and then there's just double points on the line. What do we think about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And I like that. I like that. I like
Okay, so a 2 minute opening, 2 minute closing, and
No, yeah, by
then
the way,
a
Evan,
40
but wait,
minute open dialogue. Or go
yeah,
ahead.
I just want to clarify for Evan, bro. When they're
Hey,
saying being scared of and stuff, they're not talking about you, bro. I'm the one that's directed my comments to you, but everybody else that's up in the panel, they're talking about the dude in the bottom box, Don Patron. I'm not
Oh no, I
talking
was talking
about
about.
you.
Oh no, I was talking about Evan.
No,
Um,
we was talking about
Are we gonna
T-Bone.
trust? Are we gonna
oh,
trust
you were
Mikey
talking
to?
about
You
Evan?
ain't
Oh, I don't
talking.
No,
think.
You
I'm
ain't
just
Oh,
talking
I
fucking
about
don't
me.
think.
around.
I
I
ain't never been
wasn't.
scared on this app, Don.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I don't think Evan's scared. But anyways,
Well,
what
except
is
of
that?
Mikey.
When we say lightning debate or thunder debate, we're just talking about the two different times of debates that we have because of the fact that we have like a that debate ranking list and stuff like that. So a lightning debate is a quicker debate. Obviously, it's lightning, right? And then thunder debate's going to be a little bit longer. So we could just do. He said we could just do a lightning debate, which is typically 30 minutes. We'll double it up, so then it's an hour long. I think
All
that
I
that
know is
works. I think that works for both of us.
all I know is this, and I'm just really confused how Mr. Patron down here is gonna let T-Bone press him in these streets like that on his conservatism.
Well, listen.
Hey, if you
Don's not much. Don's not much competition for me. I was more trying
Oh,
to
Chump
if
set
Change,
him
you
up a
looking
debate
ass.
hey
if that was the
officer,
case.
officer, if you've been paying attention and
Yes, sir.
if your ears are working, T-Bone has been running from me
Mm,
for a very long time.
true.
Running
T-Bone, why
from
you
you in the
running from
comment
that man?
section? That's crazy.
Oh, did he pull out for you
I
too,
did.
Don? He did
Hey,
Yeah,
the same
Bell,
thing
hey,
to
yo,
me.
I'm gonna
pause.
start
Bell's
muting
always
the
pulling
shit
out.
out of you, bruh. I'm
T-Bone's
gonna
always
start
pulling
muting the
out.
fuck out of her. You can't keep saying that, getting
Bell,
away with
you
it.
have
T-Bone,
crazy
Oh,
fucking wording, yo. Your wording is
yo, he's
crazy,
always pulling
diabolical.
out.
y'all are fucking
Golly,
weird.
Yo, that was
He's
crazy.
always.
golly.
I'm not even going. That was crazy. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was he
Hey, yo.
doing?
T-Bone, what is wrong with
And
you?
she says it so casually, bruh. She's like, yo.
I
T-Bone,
don't
they got
No
that.
understand
hes,
what the
bro.
issue is.
Is that what
Officer
T-Bone.
Bleach
with
looks
no
like, Don?
hesitation, bruh.
What
Okay,
up,
With
I
Bleach?
no
have it.
hesitation.
T-Bone, they got the blue chew.
Hey,
Stop,
yo. Y'all, hey,
stop.
y'all getting fouled. Y'all getting fouled.
I'm
Y'all
Bleach.
getting
I'm
fouled.
not old, bruh.
Bell's a Christian woman. T-Bone's a married
It
man. Y'all
doesn't
fouled.
matter
Thank
whether you're
you.
old or not. That has
Thank
nothing to do with it.
you. I don't know what y'all are. I'm
Bell is far more a
Bell is a
She's
Muslim than
not
kind
Christian.
Christian.
Christian woman.
She's not Christian.
not
She's
gonna
more.
have Chris
She's
long.
She's
more.
not. She's
She's
not a
more
Christian.
Muslim than Christian. She's
Yeah,
not
she's
Christian.
Yes. But Bex, can you hear
she's
me? I
mostly
just sent
jihadist.
that video to this account and one of your other accounts.
Okay,
Most
what
Christians
video is
aren't
it?
anti-Semitic.
The live from
Oh,
last
okay.
night. I'm also trying to post it on YouTube now because it literally took 24 hours to download it.
Did we get the YouTube logged into?
Oh, T-Bone. He's probably gone again.
So is T-Bone gonna debate Don, or is Don just gonna let T-Bone bitch
No,
him
I
like
did
that?
not. I mean,
You gotta
well,
work on your
I don't really
skills.
think Don is good competition for me. But I mean, if you want to
Don,
do
you
a
gonna
debate,
take
we
that, bruh?
can.
Don, you
I
gonna
don't.
take that, bro?
Hey,
I'm
That's
not
look.
even trying to
crazy
be an
work.
asshole. I think like me and Don
Hey,
cool. He just
hey, officer. Look, because
Mm-hmm.
I already stated that I didn't
Mm,
like my ranking in
mm.
C. And if we're gonna assume that T-Bone is S tier, it could be time for me to grow up in the rankings.
Hey, you
Oh
got a
yeah.
flash
well,
on, you know what I'm saying?
I'm also C tier right now, so it
Absolutely.
would
But
just be a standard debate.
Would that be a diss? Were you dissing Don? T-Bone
Yeah,
with
I
your
Iranian
said I'm no
style. He dropped the whole
competition.
track on that ass.
I'm not trying to diss Don. I think Don is how you say your average hardworking American, so he doesn't really have much time to read a lot of books and things of that nature. It's not so much of a diss; it's more speaking on reality.
Hey,
Oh
look, I
wow.
listened
You
to a
think Don
lot of
doesn't
Fox
read?
News,
Oh my god, that didn't help. That's not gonna help.
a lot
Yeah,
of
Oh.
Fox
you should
News.
stop doing that.
You hear that, Don? You're just a
All right, I'll be
cog
right
in the
back.
chariot.
I gotta get food. One second.
I'm a blue
Hey,
collar
brother.
worker.
Nice.
He says he's gotta get food. He'll be right back.
I'm a blue
Hmm.
collar worker.
So
Hey,
Don, I'm trying to set you up with a debate. I'm thinking like more like Renee, uh, maybe like Cuss. What you thinking?
Shaky.
Nah, Shaky's too low for him. I can't disrespect him like that.
Oh, Bell.
Uh,
Bell could take him down.
Mm-mm.
hey, Mikey.
ooh,
Excuse
Bell is
me.
in B tier, and you get
Yeah,
a
Bell is.
multiplier.
Yeah, Bell's got that.
We think the same.
Bluntman is in the
You sound
request if
alike.
anybody wants to drop.
You can drop
I
me.
could drop. Well, hold on. I just wanted to ask one question. Mikey, do you know if
Yep.
Protocol is a fan of Shitler? Or
I know that he's a fascist and a Muslim. He's a Mussolini supporter. He's a futurist.
I'll take Bell up on that debate, and then after that, I'll
No,
take
what are
Chief.
you doing? I don't want to debate Don. What are you pimping me out? What the fuck is this?
You explain to the class how's this pimping out,
Yo, is this her?
Mm,
Renee?
No, that's not her. That's
that's
not
No,
not
her.
her.
different
No,
That's not
blossom, different
her?
blossom. No, different
No,
blossom.
I'll take
No,
this. I'll show you which one it is. Oh, I don't have her
bro,
on
he
this
is looking
account.
for her heavy.
I'll debate Dana too.
I don't think you're winning the debate
Can
with
someone
Dana.
like put her
Are you serious?
Bex?
Bro,
Can you
Blummin, do
pull
you
up
see
Yeah,
how
Renee?
Dana's
bad
pretty good.
Blummin, do you see how bad Bleach disrespected me with AI?
Yeah, I see that.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's gonna turn me
Bro,
into
you want to know what's even crazier? That looks
Mm.
like a mix between you and me, actually. Like, you kind of look kind of black. I ain't gonna lie. You kind of look a little black.
Oh my god.
crazy.
Just FYI, there's a whole video behind this. You're the rapping Jew.
Oh my god.
I'll be putting it out shortly.
Wait, have you
Oh
guys?
my
Wait.
fucking god.
Mikey, have you been seeing like these videos? These like Jewish people like proud to be a Jew today, proud to be an American. We're
Dude,
loving what we're doing over there.
to
Like, what
be
the fuck is
honest though,
happening?
I didn't know you that you knew Hebrew so well.
That I knew who?
I didn't know that Mikey knew Hebrew so well. He speaks it, he sings it. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
You're such a fucking piece of shit, dude.
So, hey, Bell,
Did you
who on
did you
the
really?
Bell?
What?
Bell,
I
who
don't
on
want anything.
Bell?
Mm.
Who's on the seats here that you think I could take?
Let me go look at the list.
I think Renee would be a good debate for you.
I don't even really know. I heard of her name. I
That's
really
too
don't know who that
low.
is.
You're dissing him with that.
They're in this same fucking tier. That's
I'm
not
Yeah, by
just
low.
default. By
No,
default.
not by default. Renee, I'm telling you, they're probably on the same skill level when it comes to debating and shit.
Why are you putting people in C tier by default anyway?
I
Like,
feel like
if they debate, and they obviously are A tier, why would they go to C?
so we only made the exception for certain people, but
Yeah, Tony.
I feel like it's not fair. No, not for Tony, for
Yo,
conservative
this
Evan,
man
but
is
I feel like it's not fair that you just get to come around here and get your name on the tier list. Like you got to work your way up. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
don't even know how y'all gave that motherfucker. What dude did Ducky fucking beg you to put him in fucking A tier or something?
Bro, I don't understand this
No,
bullshit at all.
Ducky was always in B tier.
No, I'm saying, did Ducky beg you to put conservative Evan in fucking A tier? How the fuck did he come in,
He
pop on
did.
TikTok
He
first day,
did.
and just yeah, dude, no, move that motherfucker out of fucking A tier and put
How do
him in
y'all
C
even,
tier.
bro?
He literally
Y'all,
Can you
just
big
downloaded.
box?
He
Big
literally
box.
just downloaded the app, bro.
but
Like, what are we talking
you guys
about?
have no consistent principles of putting people in tiers. It's just like whatever you feel like that day.
Can
I'm
you
back.
can you put me in the big box, please? D-Bon. I have no powers on this account.
And now you're saying that you can be easily fucking influenced by people like Ducky and put motherfuckers in just A tier.
So someone put me in the big box,
This is why
please.
this shit is a joke. You need to
Can
have some
someone
better
make me
standards.
big? Y'all hear me? What the hell?
What
All right,
happened?
so I was thinking, Don, I
Max has
think you
never debated here, ever. Neither is
one
Duran.
second. One second. So I think you could do Autumn, which is Marquet, or Breeza. Breeza's at the bottom under you.
Bree Zaza's in C tier,
Yeah.
dude.
Um
Why's Levito
Debo,
seats here?
you just said you needed to fix this, and you put her in C.
It's over.
yeah, so what do you think, Don? Maybe Marquet. Who else is on the left over
I
here?
debated Marquez a lot of times.
Then you could take him, right? You want to win, right?
Have him debate snacks.
Wait. So how does
Oh,
this debate tier list work?
You just pick right now. You just pick a letter. Go ahead, just pick a letter.
Yeah, honestly,
S.
That's how it works. Oh,
No,
that's
So
all.
S.
you
That's all
pick
you
that's
need
not how
right.
it
though.
works. No, they're
I think
No,
it's
cafeteria.
that
Who
is
asked
how
mostly
it
that
just.
works.
question?
That is
Who
how it
asked
I,
that
works.
question?
I was
Yeah, so
joking.
the way that it works, we did a preemptive tier list, and pretty much everybody solidified within their rank. So no one can move up or down unless you're debating. If you weren't put on that list and you're a new debater, which will be you, you come in as a C tier debater and you work your way up the ladder from there.
How come that didn't work for Evan?
Yeah, yeah. Unless your name is Evan and you're getting
So,
Yeah,
praised by a
so
so
dude
the
named
reason
Ducky.
the reason that happened was because there was a back end conversation, and we do believe that there is an injustice due if you are a really really smart person and you are put into C tier. So we make the exception for certain people.
That's fine.
being
Evan
really
was one
smart
of those
doesn't even mean
people.
you're a good debater.
Bro,
Well, yes,
Polo Coat is a
but
really
based
good
off of the
fucking smart person, dude.
conversation that happened yesterday with him and Officer, and then even him and Mikey, which
How do you
didn't
even
really
jump
evolve.
from C by default over
How the
B to A?
how
Yes,
the
yes,
fuck
I
did the
think that if you
conversation with
display enough,
me?
no, no, no,
How the
no, no,
fuck did the conversation with me get taken into consideration to moving this motherfucker up into A
well,
tier?
no, 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 no. So I think that he displayed enough from the
Nigga had one debate.
conversation before with Officer, and then the willingness to debate you right after. I think that was enough for me. I think that solidified him. Yeah.
He
Willingness?
didn't know.
Wait,
He
wait.
didn't know what I was.
And but wait, hold
I,
on. Why would that
I,
even?
I
Why
hear
would
you.
that
I hear
even
you.
matter? Just because I'm willing to fucking fight Mike Tyson in his prime doesn't mean that I'm qualified to fight Mike Tyson in his fucking prime.
Let's do. Officer dropped. We'll ask Officer when he comes back. I
Wait,
don't know. Maybe we should move him
how?
down to C
Dumb
tier. But
motherfuckers, bro. I
Wait, how
swear.
do I debate
no,
people?
no, 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 no.
But do you
Y'all
debate
really,
That's what we're
people?
crossing.
bro. You really be degrading the quality of the fucking list just by fucking just like adding people when someone else is. You know what? I mean, that was a really good one debate. We're gonna take him out of C tier, put him all past B
I
tier, put him
mean,
into
You
A.
you came in here and talked. Who was that guy you advocated for? DP DJ. What
Who?
was his name?
Who?
Yeah, that DP guy that I got into an argument with.
Who are you talking about?
That's fine.
JD.
I didn't advocate for him
Well,
to be in
it's
any
too.
tier.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't advocate for him to be in any tier. I think you just got triggered by JD and you thought that I said it.
Sorry.
I didn't say anything.
You
The only
said that
person
JD was
wait,
smart. You said JD was smart.
I actually didn't say that. I said, how is he not smart? Because you said he was dumb.
Then you're inferring that he is.
No, that means I'm agnostic on it, and I'm waiting for you to show me how he's dumb.
Okay, based off
Yo,
of what I told you, do you think that he's smart? Because there would have been no
Wait
reason for
again.
you
You
to
still
ask
haven't.
that question
You just
unless you
trying to
were
put the burden on
questioning.
me just shifts the burden from you. You haven't shown how he's dumb.
I gave you the scenario that took place, and you can draw a conclusion from there.
I think you're less trustworthy,
hey, I'd
and
like to.
also,
So then it's very simple. Do you think he's smart or not?
I haven't seen any evidence to disprove that he would be of some average intellect.
I think that's a pussy take to go
I think
with.
that
I
you're
think you've
just
seen enough
upset.
of him.
I think you're just upset that like my rhetoric is superior to yours. But here's the thing, man. If you're gonna keep a fucking list and you want it to be a quality list, you can't just make up fucking rules every time for specific people just because like, well, you know what, this fucking kid, you know what, yeah, we're just gonna give him A tier, yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe we reverse that decision, but just to be clear, right? The rules haven't changed much. The only people that tried to come in here and change rules were like you guys, because you came in here and you complained about, and why is Brees still an A? Did we not get this fixed? But you complained about like Tony being an A tier based off of one debate, and y'all felt like, oh, he
Well,
shouldn't be an A tier because he's a terrible debater.
that's not what that wasn't it. I asked, why is he in A tier? Who the fuck has he debated? And nobody could say who he debated. He just activated under A tier.
He just
Y'all, you know what it is?
just
Y'all just,
Give me a
bro,
second.
activated
My
under
dog just did
eight.
something. Give me a second.
this is that
He
friend shit.
just he just activated under.
This motherfucker just spawned into A tier one day, and it's just like, okay, like how did he get here, bro?
Yeah, communist. It's more like a discussion.
This motherfucker took the Stephen Strange portal to A tier from like, I'm just like, how did he get here?
If you want to, of course. I don't really care if you don't want to.
Yeah, communist. Communist, you want to have a discussion with Prolocult? Fascism versus communism?
Loud as fuck right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't like insulting anyways. I think it's really dumb. Where's communism?
I'm waiting outside for the. Oh, thank you so much.
All right.
Nice, bro. Secured the bag. We heard it.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you eating?
In and out.
In-N-Out's not that bad. I went to California
Yeah,
once and I had
In-N-Out's
In-N-Out.
fire.
And it was really good.
We
It
got
was
it in
fire.
Texas,
I
bro.
wish
It's
they
fire.
had them in the East Coast. Like, bro.
Yeah, we got them in Texas. They're fire. I had my first In-N-Out burger when I first
Really?
moved out
That's
here. Yup.
crazy.
Here. All right, so Roller Coat, what's the point of contention you bring up against a communist?
I believe it's the problem with communism is that it's too materialistic, and the conclusion of communism is nonsensical and it's incomplete idealism.
Communist.
Hello.
What say you?
What say I about fascism? How its fruits in reality are objectively awful and evil for the community it's implemented in and for surrounding communities.
Okay. Um.
Okay.
So what makes it evil though?
Oh gosh, we would have to go into what we define. Hold on.
Do you believe the concept
Fascism would
of the
just be
state as a
would
collective
just
is evil,
fascism.
or
Wait. Yeah, we can just define fascism would just be like a centralized state with Hegelian characteristics operating under an economic model of like national syndicalism.
yeah, or state socialism, depending on what variant? Yeah. So what's the contention with the concept of fascism is evil? I mean, what do you mean by evil? Like, how is it evil?
Hold on, transporting.
Yeah, because I hope we're not conflating like National Socialism with fascism, because National Socialism is like a hyper racialist system, believes in racial
It's more
struggle.
related to Marxism. Yeah, they literally Hitler. The painter admits that it takes materialism from Marxism, so it's practically unorthodox Marxism. So they're
Correct.
not the same at all.
Correct.
And also I have quotes for that if you want to see that. I have quotes of the painter admitting that he took materialism from Marxism. Authentic, by the way. Anyways,
Authentic.
well, I'm still waiting for this guy to tell me how it's evil. Any day now. So how's everyone today?
Good.
I'm just making some communist cookies right now.
Communist cookies.
Communist cookies. Are you going to share it with us? You know,
Everybody
we
gets
all got to share as the collective. We all got to share. You know.
everybody gets a communist cookie.
Thank you, bro. Thank the heavens, bro. Thank
The
you.
only trick is that it's going to be incomplete and it's not really going to fill you up much.
But you got
Yeah.
one. That's the important part.
Yeah, you know, at least you got one. You know, at least you're living in an apartment, bro. Like, be thankful at least. Bro, who cares if it's like rotting away or, you know, collapsing on its own way? You know, be thankful.
Who cares if we have to industrialize these cookies to save them?
Yeah, basically. Well, I don't know what's going on.
I think he's in his car. I think he's just waiting to get home real quick.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool. I guess I'll debate someone else, honestly, because, I mean, he's kind of like AFK right now.
Yep. Dude, I can't believe Chuck Norris died, man.
Oh, Chuck Norris. Benjamin Netanyahu calling him his best friend. It's over.
Did he? Wait, no, you're lying. You're
No,
lying.
I seen it on Twitter. It was
No,
like morning
hold up.
step.
Netanyahu. Norris. Best friend? Best friend is fucking insane if that's true. What the fuck?
I
Good
seen it.
friend. He called him his good friend. Netanyahu's emotional 7-word message to good friend Chuck Norris. Dude, we're so fucking cooked, bro. We're so fucking cooked,
He
bro.
probably wasn't even his friend. That's the worst part. They probably weren't even friends.
Right.
That guy was my good friend. I'm really sad. Goy gave me a lot of shekels.
Oh wait, he didn't. Wait, he ended his life? I thought he died. We said he didn't die. It went on his own terms. What?
Did he pull the plug? Hold on, I need to make sure these. Can you see the full image when I put that as the
Death doesn't
thing?
come for Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris comes
Yeah.
for
All
death.
right. It does. All right. Cool. Have quotes and stuff ready and sources if I have to.
Following a sudden medical emergency, he was reportedly training on the island of Hawaii in Kauai. Um, his family confirmed his passing in a heartfelt statement. No, no, no. It looks like he. No, it looks like he. Looks like he did pass away because his family said that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace. Yeah, he passed away. We just don't know the exact reason. Speculation says a heart attack.
I think Mossad put something in his pills.
U.S. moves airborne troops, Marines as Iran rejects ceasefire, raising ground war potential. 2 hours ago.
Can we stop talking about Chuck Norris? Thank you.
U.S. wants Ukraine to withdraw from the Donbass region. Let's go. Is it kind of a
Dude,
W?
Bleach, I can't take this serious when I see a Jewish mic up there. Like, come on, bro. Where's the gingerbread man mic, bro?
I can put it up real quick.
Okay, so I think I'm understanding this political tier list thing better. So the more people you debate and determine that you win, is that how it works? Like, if you win the debate, you climb the tier list. Is that
Well,
correct?
not if you win one. You get points for every debate that you win, and then eventually, as you accumulate more points, you move up in the tier. Like you move up in the tier list to different tiers. And then if you debate somebody that's like gapping you, like for example, you're in like B tier, right? If you debated like an S tier debater or like an S plus debater, there's also a multiplier for like debating somebody that's of a higher tier
Ah,
than you.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
climb up very easily.
I think you will too. I'm not gonna lie. But you also got to realize a lot of people like to debate a lot of slop talk, not mainly political theory or economic theory. It's going to be a lot of like social stuff.
Yeah. Slop, slop, slop. Yo, why is everyone quiet?
No idea. Let's keep talking to each other, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, bro. I've been doing lives
They
recently.
debated a lot. They did. They did debate Alaska. Officer, shut the fuck up. You can have my S plus spot.
Wait, are they
Up,
referring to me?
officer. Yeah, yeah. He's saying he wants the C rank and that you can take the S plus. This dude just wants to. This dude literally just wants to be able to say that he beat his way up the ladder. Like, just ignore him. Couldn't even. They'd just be debating facts. Dude, yeah, debating Alaska was absurd. That was one of the most absurd debates I've ever heard. Black
Yeah, I'm
people,
tuned
black
in.
people
I'm
are,
trying.
black people are indigenous to Alaska.
Yeah, I'm tuned into some of these debates and stuff.
No
They
way.
seem really
To the
nonsensical.
Americas, not
All
just
right, so
Alaska.
real quick, Prolu, are
No, the
you
claim was
wanting to
Alaska.
join the tier list elo system?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
So you're going to join as a C tier debater, which is
Yes.
unfortunate, but we got
Move
to do
up
what we got to do.
quickly.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Oh my God, dude, this is going to piss me off.
No, it's cool. He'll move up quick. He was saying it's unfortunate because he thinks that you're probably smarter than that. But
Why is Bell scared to debate me?
why's who?
As
Bell?
Bell.
Breeze is not in C tier. That's what was okay. So this is I figured it out, guys. So you're gonna take Breeze's spot in A tier, but I'm gonna change your points, and then you're gonna go back down to C tier. That's how it's gonna work.
okay, so
Prolu
I could
Colt. That's
say,
what you want your
I,
name to be.
yeah, a red
Yeah,
Tulian. I
Prolet
don't
Colt.
care. Pull a
Yeah, you
Colt
can
would be
either go
better.
Prolet. Yeah, Prolet Colt would be better. You could also put Red Thule in either one.
Gotcha. Gotcha. It's probably cold for right now. Um. Alrighty, you are entered in now. Congratulations.
I'm just waiting
Yo,
for communists to come here.
Kim Jong Un threw one of his generals into a piranha tank for an execution.
That's not
That's
true. Oh my
insane.
days. No, that's
That's
not
not
true.
true. You're saying that's slop?
No. Yes, bro. The West
Oh yeah,
always
it's
lies about North
allegations. Yeah,
Korea.
it's allegations. Yeah, it's
Yeah, the
allegations.
West. Okay,
So
I know what you're
it's
talking about. You're talking about
yeah.
the uncle. You're talking about the uncle. The uncle came on television like 2 weeks later. So Chuche has this thing where like people like come back to life. I don't know what. I don't know why. They must
Wait, no,
have this
not
magical
no, not
like
Xi.
deal. Huh?
No, not Xi. Kim Jong Un.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. He threw his uncle in a
Okay.
tank of what you call a fish or something. No, was it lions? It was really stupid. It was something retarded.
No, this is it's a piranha tank. You can't say that, fuck, bro. You can't say that. You gotta
Oh,
take a
my
lap.
fault. My fault. Oh my days, bro. It's over.
You're good. You're good. Just take a lap. We'll bring you back up.
Wait.
Like, yeah,
What
say
he
2 minutes.
Well, Don, you
Like
can't
he
be up here
he's
not debating anybody. So, let's get something going here. What are you thinking?
I'm waiting for communists to come back.
everybody's scared. What you want me to do?
I'm waiting for communists to come back because he knows
Oh,
political here.
I want you to debate somebody. Oh shit, that was a 10. Oh, bet.
yeah, communist. Are you there?
I'm still
Nope.
transporting.
That's
I
T-Bone
got
fine.
you. I
said.
got you. I got you.
T-Bone
No
said
worries. No worries.
no.
Give me a
Bill
second, guys.
said
I'll be right back.
no.
How long until your spaceship lands, buddy?
Maybe like 5 minutes.
Okay,
All right,
bet.
cool.
Bet.
Enjoy your goy slap.
Yo, did you see Iran's demands that they gave
No, I have not. I've not been
ending the?
following.
They said that there's 5 terms. They said first term is the U.S. has to pull out of all Gulf Coast countries in the
They're not
East,
doing that.
remove all of our bases. Yeah, I know, right? Automatically negged at the first demand. That's why we're putting in ground troops. And then the second term is Iran would be able to control the Strait of Hormuz and charge people for who goes in and out, very similar to like the Suez Canal. They're not doing that either. The third one is no restrictions on their missile programs. The fourth one is Israel has to stop all aggressions on southern Lebanon and completely withdraw and pull out. And then the fifth one was ending all sanction.
I'm confused what Iran thinks when they do these demands. Do they think America's just gonna like back down? Like,
No, they
oh,
did
you're
it on
right.
no, they did it on purpose because of the fact that Trump has clearly been asking them for an agreement and a deal because he doesn't want to continue to press on in this position that he's put the U.S. troops in because it's not a good fucking situation. And Iran just gave him a bunch of 5 points that they knew that he would never cave on
It sounds like they like
because,
getting bombed to me.
bro, do you think we're winning this, Don?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
No, we're not. No
yeah,
one's gonna win
no.
this.
Yeah,
Be
no,
radical.
it's
Not
gonna
even
be it's
Iran.
gonna be it's gonna be a war of attrition for the next years. This is not going to
They
be
don't
just a
co-
quick little in and out. This is not Venezuela. They have a modern military. And besides what Pete Hegseth says, they have not destroyed their military. Literally, Israelis will tell you. They tell you in the West that Iran only is sending 3 missiles a day. Israelis will get up on live panels, and you can literally hear the air defense missile systems going off and intercepting multiple missiles, and some of them even striking and hitting. They've
Oh, goy,
they have
goy. We're
not. They
getting
have
strike
not.
goy.
Yeah, they have not dismantled. They have not dismantled the military of Iran even remotely. Even
So
remotely.
do you honestly think Iran could win a war
They
against
just
us?
shot down. They just shot down an F-18 today
So what?
over
Just in
southern
in
Iran.
general, you think Iran could
Did you say
actually
so what?
You think Iran could actually win a full
Did
scale
you hear
war with
me?
us?
They just shot down an F-18 fighter jet over southern Iran. An American. They
Okay, but I'm
shot it
asking
down. That's good
a
technology
long
that they just
term
cooked.
war, a long term war. You think Iran is coming out on top?
Yeah,
Uh,
they have
we
home
we
field. They have home field advantage. They have a modern military, and they have stockpiles way above that of what America has. Way
we're
above.
not in. We're not on the same planet.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with how depleted our military is. We're not on the same planet. Maybe if we didn't fund Ukraine and give them everything that
Hey,
they fucking
Bell
asked
and
for the
Bex,
past
are you
four to
guys
five
here?
years, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be in that situation. I agree. We're not on the same planet. They're way more
Bell and
prepared
Hello.
than we
Bex, are
are.
you here?
Calling Bell, calling Bex, calling Bex, calling Bell.
Going once, going
Going
twice.
twice,
We'll
three
put it in a clip
times.
note.
Sold to the Jewish man in the box below Bex.
All right.
Don't know what he won, but he won something. But anyways, yeah, no, yeah, I agree. Iran and the U.S. aren't even on the same planet. I think that we send boots on the ground, and you're going to see very. I don't think that Americans are ready for the type of atrocious videos that we're going to see that are coming out of Iran of our troops. Very parallel to how we have a lot of footage of Ukraine soldiers getting
It was
hit
the
with
same deal
drones.
yeah, it was the same deal in Iraq. I mean, they literally humiliated us in Iraq
Yeah, but
with the insurgents.
the issue is that this isn't this will this it's different in 2026 than in Iraq because even though those videos were online, they were on niche corners of the internet. This
Right. Yeah.
shit
Yeah, yeah.
will be publicly available on fucking TikTok, on fucking Twitter, and all that shit to where it's going to go viral. And I don't think Americans are ready to see the members of their military getting schwacked in front of their very eyes.
100%. Yeah. Iran's gonna use Iran's gonna basically do meme warfare. Basically, it's literally what they're
Uh-huh.
gonna do.
Uh-huh.
Mimic warfare, is that what it's called? I don't know what the actual term is.
Mimetic
Mimetic.
warfare.
Yeah. But no one's gonna win this war realistically. This is gonna be a war where it either ends in a regional nuclear war, which I do see that happening, or it's gonna end in such a stalemate to the point where no nation benefits from this. Either way, though,
Uh-huh.
two scenarios, they're not gonna benefit from it. And the reason why
Yeah,
I
I
say
agree.
that is because Iran is such a modern country, but not only that, but they're such a fanatic religious country. You know, while Iran is more free than Saudi Arabia, where they allow transgender surgery and etc., they're still
It's not even
religiously
the point about
fanatic,
yeah, but it's not even
right?
like the religious fanaticism that even like sways me. It's the fact that they're a more decentralized military. They're a modern
Oh
military, like you
yes,
said, and their geographical terrain, they're automatically a home field advantage. If anybody doesn't know this, Iran is effectively a salad bowl. Okay. It has mountains all around its borders, all around it, entirely encompassing it, valleys where your metropolitan areas are, and then desert. And then there's bases located underneath the mountains, and there's little underground bases filled with missiles and drones. And if we go into Karg Island is a 15-mile long, 2.5 mile wide island that's complete
wow. The original prompt is okay. I see.
with,
So is this meant
and
to
it's got
attract like Black Hebrews?
mm,
Is this meant to attract like Black Hebrews or something?
what was
This
that?
panel is this meant to attract Black Hebrews to this
No.
panel?
No. This is just, no. This is just the
Because every
opinion
panel I go
like
up to that says "Can Black people be racist?" It's always Black Hebrews and stuff. Tell me like the most
no.
nonsensical
No,
stuff I've ever heard in
it's
my life.
the
So,
no.
Mikey,
It's the
when we finish off Iran and they
huh?
they comply with our demands, are you gonna walk back everything you're saying? You
Yeah, and
say
when
that
we
you were
start
wrong.
getting and when we start getting schwacked on the internet for you to see, and you're going to be up in arms about it and ruin rawing and stuff like that, are you willing to tell me that I was right?
Sure, I'll tell
All
you
right,
that you was right. I don't think it'll ever happen though.
100% happen. I do not think that
I think
Americans understand what we're going into. I
you're
think that you think
underestimating
that
our
going
capabilities.
I think you're underestimating Iran and overestimating us. I think that a lot of Americans think that going into Iran is going to be like going into like Iraq or going into Afghanistan or going into yeah, like any of those countries. And it's not even you want to talk about not even on the same planet? That's what's not even on the same planet. Iran is a first world country in the East with a modern military. Do you ever question why none of our allies want to be involved in this war? None of them are
Because
sending troops. The UK sent troops the last time we went into the East. France sent troops. Germany sent troops.
Communist has a spaceship landed.
Like I'm genuinely curious though, Don. Like, did you ever think about that? None of our allies want a piece of this. None.
and then they're not real allies, and we need to rethink our participation in
Well,
the
sure, you can
UN.
say that they're sure you can say that they're not real allies, but what does that actually read like? Like, for example, if you go to tell your homies, you're like, yo, I'm about to go fire on this fool, like, I'm about to fuck this fool up, da, 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 da. You got a big problem with him. Y'all coming with me? I know y'all gonna ride out with me. And your homies are like, yeah, yeah, bet, bet, bet. Who is it? And you go, oh, it's Debo. And your homies go, "Hmm, actually, matter of fact, man. And shit, mom's told me I gotta be home. Shit, I think my girlfriend wanted to go out tonight. Fuck, I left my oven on this afternoon. Like, you can read the tea leaves and you can understand what it means when none of your allies that you even have mutual agreements with, like NATO, none of them want to get involved. None.
Yeah, I mean, if that ever happened, then I would question like, is these really my friends? I never was in a situation where
I
like
agree with you, but I agree with
I
you, but
was
don't you
never in
think
a
that that also
situation
speaks
when
to
I,
the person?
but like I don't know,
Don't you
like
think that also speaks to
I'm
the
from bro, I'm from Chicago, so like I've never like it's never been a situation where I was with my guys and they was like, nah, they didn't care who it was.
Sure, but I'm just saying you can imagine it. You can hypothetically imagine it. Don't you think that a situation like that, because I know you've seen it on movies too. I gave the example of Debo because that's exactly what happened in Friday, right?
Yeah, I mean I get it, but then it's like, okay, well,
Don't that speak to the enemy? Doesn't that at least give you an insight to the enemy and how the rest of the global West views
but
the enemy that we're
you
running
ain't
I
head
have a
on
leaked
into?
photo of the
you
new
ain't supposed to
Ayatollah.
care though.
The new Ayatollah is with a cat girl. I
Is
repeat,
with a
the
cat
new
girl. That's crazy. Shut up.
the new
Shut up. Take
Ayatollah
that shit
is
down.
with a
Take
cat.
that shit down. But no, but no, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like Americans are overestimating one. They're overestimating our military and the fact of how much we've been depleted giving to Ukraine for the past years on end, and how much we've been giving to Israel for the past years on end, and the fact that we're sitting here trying to do other military actions as well, so we don't even have all of our troops around in the east. It would take us time to transport them and all of that other stuff. I'm telling you, bro, Americans are overestimating the situation. Highly, highly overestimating it. And it's going to be a really big shock to the American people when they start seeing viral videos of our soldiers getting schwacked, just like we sit around and watch videos of a bunch of other countries getting schwacked, soldiers getting schwacked for entertainment. Now it'll be our people. It'll be our guys getting hit with drones, unmanned drones on an island if we go Karg. And if we 82nd airborne drop down into Tehran, it's a fucking meat grinder because we're stuck. We're in a valley surrounded by mountains.
Yeah, I think you it don't sound like you really pro America, and I
Bro,
think that you just
what?
really underestimating our capabilities and what they have as far as intelligence and things of that sort.
Bro,
Like
our
they
intelligence was
have
outdated. Dawn. Dawn, our intelligence is outdated. That's why we hit the all girls school. They literally said the intelligence was outdated. It was from 2013. That's why we hit the all girls school.
But
I'm not
okay,
anti-America,
but then
bro.
you
I
would be
don't
you.
want to see us do this. I don't want to see my military members go into a fucking meat grinder for another war of attrition in the East. Because I remember when MAGA used to be anti-war. It used to be anti-establishment. It used to be, we're not falling for the deep state neocon tricks. That was when I was aligned with MAGA. MAGA turned into something different where everybody's beating the fucking war drums like we're George Bush supporters in the early 2000s. And I don't want to see us fall for the same fucking tricks.
I mean, I don't like to see the war happen either, if I'm being honest. But at the same time, it needed to happen. It really needed
Why?
to happen.
Why, dude? Iran has been such a good ally to the US. They gave thousands of physical troops when we went into Afghanistan to the US military to fight with them. They helped fight off ISIS, HTS, Al Qaeda with their proxies like Hamas and Hezbollah. Right? And they also helped us rebuild Afghanistan after we went in there and destroyed it so it wasn't coming all out of our pocket. Iran has
Ali,
been a
Ali,
better
Ali,
ally.
Ali.
Iran has been a better ally to us than Israel has been, bar none. Israel's never sent physical troops to fight alongside American soldiers. Israel's never helped us rebuild another country that we destroyed in our military action so it didn't come all out of our pocket. And Israel's never sat there and fought counterterrorism when it comes to groups like ISIS, Al Qaeda, and HTS. Israel's never fought ISIS because ISIS doesn't attack them conveniently. They only attack Muslims and Christians. HTS has never attacked Israel. So they've never gone into Syria and tried to fight them off either while they're slaughtering Christians, right? And then Al Qaeda, Israel just helped the US put a former ex member of Al Qaeda into leadership position in Syria and ousted the one leader that was putting protections in place for the Alawite Christians and Eastern Orthodox Christians against the Muslims.
So are you? So again,
Yo, Alawites are
are
not
you okay
Christian,
with
bro. They're Muslim.
are you okay with Iran killing their own people?
What do you
Oh,
mean killing their own people,
sir.
bro? Do you know how many people were killed in January? Come on, let me hear it. 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Let me hear it. What number are we pulling today?
It was like it w- in totality it was like 36,000. But I remember it was like for one week
36,000, thirty-six
for one
thousand
week they killed
confirmed,
like seven.
confirmed sources from Iran, 3,400, including IRGC members. And it's because of the
No,
fact that there was a,
that's not true because
yes, yes,
it was one
yes,
week they
because there
killed
was
like
a
seven
violent,
thousand. It
no,
was
no,
one week they killed like
that's
7,000.
what your news told you. I'm old
Oh,
enough to remember when we used to believe in fake news, and now all of a sudden we're believing the mainstream media.
but now
We
you
literally
believe in
ran, we
Iran.
literally
How is
ran a
that any
whole,
better?
we literally ran on a whole campaign talking about fake news in the West. And now we're just blindly believing what articles say about the fucking casualty
You
count in another
blindly believe in
country. But then
Iran.
I
You
look at the
blindly believe
data.
in Iran
I look at the data of the confirmed dead, Dawn. That's what I look at.
from Iran.
I look at the names. No, there's a website called
You
the
literally just
Iran
said from Iran.
there's a website called iranmonitor.org. This is a leaning against the IRGC website that literally says 3,400 confirmed killed and gives you their names, pictures, and information. Confirmed casualties. You want to know where the 30,000 number comes from? Detained individuals. And the 3,400 includes IRGC members. Because you want to know what happened in those protests, Dawn? It was a fucking violent insurrection. They were in the streets with guns, and you can look up the footage. It was Kurds and Mossad agents. Israel even admitted they had Mossad agents in those protests, and they had violent individuals that were armed that started shooting and killing the Iranian police. And so, of course, what is the Iranian state police going to do? Respond with violence. I'm old enough to remember when I was being told about mostly peaceful protests in my country, and I remember what the fuck was actually going on there. So why in the fuck would I think that it's going to be a different situation there? You know the story that the Western media tells you about the fucking wrestler saying, "Oh my God, Iran just executed a wrestler. He was a teenager. He was a young adult." Da 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 da. Yeah, what they don't tell you is that he was found guilty of killing two IRGC police officers. So yeah, he got sentenced to death.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because I don't. Number one, I don't really believe like your numbers, any of that shit. But let's just say that it
How the
was
fuck are you
34.
not gonna
Hold on,
believe
Hey,
my
hold
can
on,
we
numbers?
hold,
can
hold on,
we
hold on. I'll let
can
you
we
I'm
talk. I'll
asking
let
respond to
you.
you.
this
Hold
I'm
on,
image
asking you.
as my
Hold
hold
on,
people?
on.
bro.
I'll let you
Hold on,
talk.
bro.
Hold on. I'll
How do
let
you?
you talk. I'll let you talk.
Where
I'll
do you
let you
get your
talk.
numbers from? That's all I want to know. I gave you my
Okay, I'll
source. Where
let
do
you
you get your
talk.
numbers from? Where do you get your numbers from?
This is from. It don't matter because you just gonna say, "Oh, it's from the
It
West." I
don't
don't give
matter.
a
It don't
shit.
matter because you're going to tell me it's fucking Fox News articles,
No,
MSNBC,
it
New
wasn't
York
Fox News.
Times,
This was
CNN.
ABC.
You're going to tell me, okay, ABC, MSNBC, CNN,
Right.
Fox
You
News,
just
all
gonna
the
say
same
that, oh
bullshit.
fuck, it's all right. That's why I didn't my source don't matter.
Because
So
it's all the
again,
same
even
bullshit. Because
okay, hold on.
who
Let me get
owns
to
the
my
parent
hold
company?
on.
Don
Give me 2
owns the
seconds.
parent
Cause
company.
hold
Why
on,
do we do
I
this?
let you talk. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Chill out. So let's just say that they wasn't killed and it was 34,000 people. Would you accept that if that
3,400.
was
3,400.
30? No, you said 34,000 people were arrested, right?
So, detained? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
detained.
okay, 34,000. If that happened in America, would you be okay with that
It depends. If there was a
from a
violent
protest?
if there was a violent insurrection of individuals that were trying to kill police officers, then yes, I would understand why there would be a high rate of those individuals that would be detained. And I would also understand in rationale that there's 3,496 that were individually documented and confirmed as being killed. That's the
So you
exact numbers.
so
Well,
with the situation with Renee Good and ICE and things of that nature, you feel like that was okay?
With Renee Good, she wasn't armed. What?
But do you she was protesting things of that nature? Do you think that that
She
was
was
okay?
protesting and she wasn't doing a violent insurrection. What?
Is
And
was it
also, it's a non
okay?
sequitur to the
So
position.
I take it that you feel like it wasn't okay.
Disagree. I disagree with some of the actions of ICE, but I don't disagree with ICE in principle.
I'm talking about the situation.
Yeah, the situation. I think that there was probably other methods that could have been done rather than airing her out with like three shots.
Okay, so this is just one person. You
Uh,
even just said this is one person. You even just said
yeah,
that
yeah. I don't believe. Wait. Just
that
to be
your
clear. Wait.
numbers.
Just to be Don, just to be clear with you, the 3,496 that I'm talking about, I'm not saying that every single one of those individuals was a violent combatant and that every single one of those is a completely wholly justified unaliving. That's not what I'm saying. But the atrocity propaganda and the distinction between 3,496 individuals as opposed to 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 individuals, and what that does in manufacturing consent is completely different. And I think we could agree on that. 3,000 people killed is still bad. I agree with you. It's sad. It's unfortunate, right? But 30,000 people, I feel like people don't understand the gravity of the numbers that they say. And there is a
Right, but
big distinction between 10 times the number as opposed to what the actual number was. And then when you add the rationality of what was happening, then you get a different picture painted as opposed to like, this government's just evil and started slaughtering its own people. And that's why we're going and bombing all girls' school because we need to liberate them.
oh, what? Yeah,
where'd bro go?
he must have got dropped.
Yo, communist there.
He's on shared Wi-Fi, so I give him
Oh,
a minute.
oh,
Everybody gets a ration.
right.
All right, buddy. Yeah, I got here a little while ago, but I'm finishing.
All right, yeah, that's fine. Just tell me when you're done. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, they probably dropped her for misinformation.
Yikes. It's okay. He has like 50 different alts. I did not ban you.
For how long was it for? Did it tell you?
Bro, I did not ban this kid. Is he serious?
No, I wouldn't be okay with Iran invading us. I wanted to walk him into a corner, but he kept over talking. It didn't happen that way.
Don't think you were walking into a corner.
You
I,
didn't see. You wasn't. Your ears wasn't turned on. You know what I mean? You wasn't really paying attention. I was getting him now. I was almost there. Then they dropped him. So I got blue balls right now. Kind of backed up. So basically, I was trying to get him to the point where it's like, okay, you not okay with Renee Good, and this is one person, but you seem to be okay with 3,000 out in Iran, and that's not worth like that's not worth addressing. You know what I mean? So I was getting him now. We was almost there.
Someone let Mikey up again. Cancelled. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, sorry, we were in a meeting, but I'm here now.
What's up?
No, you're good. I just got beamed, bro, debating about Iran. They hit me with fucking
Yo, stop debating
Misinformation. We
about
already know.
Iran. Warning one.
hit me with a fucking mimpo fucking goy beam. But anyways, listen, bro, I hear what you're saying. I can agree with you, right? That we can say, okay, maybe there was better methods. Maybe there was I'm not saying that I agree with all of the unalivings. That's not what I'm saying. Now, granted, the people that are causing violence and went and like unalive police officers, stuff like that, yeah, 100%. Of course, like just like we would agree with that in the US. But if you like unalive a police officer, like pew pew him, like, yeah, bro, you're gonna get deadly force used against you. Right? And that's fine. But even if I grant you all 3,496 individuals that were unalived, right, were unjustified.
I'll be right back.
That doesn't justify military action being taken by us over in their country.
I
Like what
think
the
it
fuck?
does. I think it does.
What? What the fuck?
You guys complain about humanitarian efforts all the time, things of that nature, and you're allowing a government to
So you would have
unalive
been
their
fine. So you
their
would have been. So
their
you would have
own
been. Wait. So
people.
real quick.
Hold
So
on,
you
hold
would have
on,
been
hold on.
fine. Wait. So you would have been fine with a government coming over into our country, right? As a result of the political prisoners of J6 being held unjustifiably and being tortured in American prisons
They
as a
weren't
wholly
being.
unjustified human rights violation. You'd be fine
There
with
was
that,
no
right?
January 6th being tortured. What are you talking about?
There was no January Sixers being tortured. They were forced to stay awake. Sleep deprivation is a form of torture because the human body needs sleep. What the fuck are you talking about?
They weren't being tortured.
Oh, is sleep deprivation not a form of torture, bruh?
I want you to show me that they was torturing them in jail. That they
I'm
treated
asking you a
January
question.
Sixers.
I'm asking
Hold
you a
on.
question. Is sleep deprivation a form of torture? Yes or no?
No, 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 because you're not gonna keep doing that. You're not gonna keep
Wait,
interrupting me
no?
and
No,
then
you don't believe it is?
changing
Okay,
the
then I can't show
subject.
you what you're asking for. If
Well,
you don't
I'm
believe it's a
asking
form of
you to show
torture,
me. Okay,
if
I'm
you
asking
don't
you.
believe it's a form of torture,
Okay, you're
then
saying that it
it
was. You're saying that they were tortured. Okay, I'm asking you to show me.
Thank you.
I'm asking you to show me evidence that they were treated significantly different than anybody else who was in jail.
yeah, okay, great. Do you believe that sleep deprivation is torture? Answer the question.
Okay, okay, show me.
Do you believe it's a question? Do you believe sleep deprivation is a form of torture?
Show it to me. Cause
Bro, am
you
I
trying to get me
dog
to
dog
you trying to get me to
protocol
agree.
protocol? Am I asking like am I like speaking Cantonese? Because sometimes when I get on the app, I wake up and I speak a different language because people just don't
倒数
comprehend what
啊
I'm saying,
，SCCP 啊，
right?
毛泽东。
Yeah, simple question, protocol. Am I speaking a different language or am I being clear when I'm saying, do you
¿Qué?
believe that sleep deprivation is a form of torture? Yes or no?
I'm not
Hablo
getting the.
español.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think you're being really simple with the question. I think it's
I'm
straightforward, honestly.
asking for you to show me
You have
that
to
they
tell me
were.
first before
I don't have
I
to
show
tell
you.
you.
Before I show you, we need to have an agreement that if I show you
There's a
that they were
reason why
being
you
deprived,
pushing this so
if I
hard.
show you
There's
that
a reason why you
if
pushing
I
this so
show
hard.
you that they were being deprived
I
of
kn-
sleep, then is that a form of torture? Yes or no?
you would have to show me how were they being deprived of sleep and how were they being treated significantly different than anybody else who was in jail.
Can't you answer the simple question whether or not you believe it's torture? Like it's insane.
Why can't you just get to the point?
I'm
It's
getting
a
the
it's
evidence for you right now, but I'm
okay.
wondering if it's going to be a waste
I'll
of
wait.
time. I'm wondering if it's going to be a
I
waste of
would look
time
at it
for me to
because here's the
pull this up because then you're just going to be like, well, that's not torture though.
no. Let me tell you what I don't do. I don't do the whole liberal thing where it's like I gotta like uh try to say your sources don't mean shit, this, that, the other. If you can show me and this, that, the other, then we'll be straight. But you're not gonna walk me into a corner asking me a sleep deprivation and then like, oh, the article said that, oh, they just didn't turn the lights out at night.
Hmm.
Like, come on, that's not fucking
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? That's not
Okay.
torture.
Jessica Watkins, an American political prisoner who was sentenced to 8.5 years in federal prison for protesting the election at the U.S. Capitol that she believed to be stolen, was arrested and sentenced to 8.5 years in prison on January 6, 2021, is being harassed and mentally tortured by correctional officers in a female maximum security jail of the DC Central Detention Facility to the point where transgender oath keeper and military veteran is the transgender oath keeper and military veteran is inflicting on herself self-harm. Watkins is being prevented from being able to sleep, causing her to become delirious, being forced to march around the jail and say that she believes that the election was not stolen by individuals that are believed to be officers of the jail with a political bias against the reason that she was at the Capitol on January 6th. Is this not a form of torture? She was stripped naked and left in a cell with lights on for 24 hours a day for 4 days of torture continuously. Is that not a form of torture?
Okay, so you said you brought up one person, right?
Is that not a form of torture?
You brought out one person.
Bro, are you
Okay, I could.
fucking
Okay,
serious? This is exactly what the fuck I just said, bro. This is
this
exactly
is
what
what
the
I'm
fuck I
saying.
just said.
This
I
is what I'm
just
saying
told you.
because you said the
Why would I
January
waste? Why
Sixers,
would I waste my fucking time going and getting you evidence and
bro.
sources
If
for you to
you
turn
if you
around and be like,
wait
"Well,
a
it's not
second,
really torture, though."
if you wait a second, because again, what you said was the January Sixers. This is one case,
Was
right?
she?
Eh,
Oh my fucking dude! Just say you're disingenuous because you
I'm
don't want
not
to concede.
disingenuous. This is what
It's
came. This is what
definitionally
came out of your
disingenuous.
mouth. This is
Definitely,
what
yeah.
came out of your mouth.
Was she a January
This is
sixer?
this is this
Was
what
she a
came out of
January
your
sixer?
mouth.
Was she a
That's not
January
what you
sixer?
said.
Was she a
That's not
January
what you
sixer?
said.
Was she a
That's not
January
what.
sixer?
That's
Was
not
she a
what you
January
said,
sixer? Was she a January
Mikey.
sixer?
That's not
Was
what you
she
said,
a
Mikey.
January sixer? You do not
That's
answer
not what you
questions
said,
like you are running from the
That's not
plague.
what you
Now,
said,
was
Mikey.
she a January sixer? Just a simple question.
That's not what you said, Mikey. This is
Was
why I
she a
didn't want to
January
answer.
sixer, Dawn?
That's not what you said, Mikey. This is
Was
why I
she
didn't
a
want to.
January
This is
sixer?
why I didn't want to answer your question. This is exactly why. Because you're going to bring up one example when you said that the January Sixers in general
When I
were
say
all
January,
tortured.
when I
You
no,
said,
I didn't say that
hold on,
all
hold
of
on,
them
hold
were.
on.
I didn't say
Oh
all of
my
them.
God,
I
that's
did
what you
not say
said,
all of
Mikey.
them. Those
We
words
can run
never
the
came out
tape
of my
back.
mouth.
We
Those
can run
words
the tape
never
back.
came out of my mouth. I did not
We
say
can run
all
the
of them.
tape back.
I said when. I said so if the
We can
argument
run
is
the.
if the argument is that when we disagree with what a government does to its own people, you would have been fine with another country coming into our country as a result of January Sixers being tortured in the
January
prisons after
Sixers
they were
being
arrested,
tortured.
right? Correct. As in the category of
So would you?
individuals that were at January 6th and the individuals that were political prisoners from January 6th,
I
if
want you to be.
even
I
one
want.
of them is being tortured, that
There
means
we
a
go. There
January
we go.
6ers
There we
being
go.
tortured. Are we good?
There we go. You know, in English, when you add the s, that means plural, which means it's more than one. And then when you say when January Sixers, you're implying that the vast majority
Yeah,
of the
Michael Garrett.
you're implying that the vast
Michael
majority of the
Garrett. That's another
January
one.
Sixers were being tortured.
Michael
And
Garrett.
when
That's
I
another one.
asked,
Michael Garrett. That's
hold
another one.
on,
Do I need to
when I
keep giving you
asked you,
names?
this is your claim.
Do I know? So do I need to just keep giving you names? At
This is
what point is
your
the
claim.
threshold for you? Because if I give you one, you say it's one. If I give you two, you're going to tell me it's just two. So what's the numerical threshold that you're looking for to be able to finally say and
The lion's
engage in the
share.
fucking convo?
For
The
youth, hold on.
lion's
For
share.
youth, the
Okay, so
lion's
it
share.
matters.
The
Okay, so it
vast
matters that it's the
majority, like
lion's
how
share.
you said. You
So it
said
matters that it's the lion's share.
yes.
Can
It
you explain to
matters
me
that it's
why?
the lion's share
Yeah, can you explain to me why?
because that's how you presented it. You said that it was
No,
the
that's how you
January.
decided to
You
take
no
it.
no
You
no
could have
no
asked for
no 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 no.
clarification.
That's no. That's how you presented it. You said January sixers were being tortured. So therefore,
right?
I
Which
would
means that
even if
which
there's
means
one or two. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
individuals
on.
a part of the
Hold on,
group
hold
of the
on.
January Sixers
Can you
being
let me talk?
tortured means
Can you let
January Sixers were being tortured.
Okay, can you let
You not
me talk?
understand how fucking English works, bro?
Can you let me talk? Okay. I would say if it was one or two who weren't being tortured, but it was the vast majority who was, your claim still is valid. You can't say that that January Sixers, implying that the vast majority of them were being treated vastly different than other prisoners in jail. Now, you could consider like they have that jail out in Louisiana where they do hard time and this, that, and the other, and they work them hard. You could consider that torture, right? You could consider the whole torture. You could consider the food that they give them torture. There's a lot that you could consider
Okay.
torture.
Okay. So you're just okay. So now you're just gonna so you're just like equivocating when it comes to the term torture, and then you're just gonna use that as a way out because
No, that's
rather than being a man reaching down, grabbing your nuts a little bit, and realizing that when you made a claim that we're justified in going over into another country and bombing them as a result of disagreeing with actions of their government, when I try to put you in the same situation with the actions of your own government in the way that they teach their own people, now all of a sudden we all of a sudden use these really ambiguous and generic terminologies of what torture is because Don refuses to be able to engage in a genuine conversation where his principles tested on his own logic in his own country because he wouldn't like that very much because of like American, apple pie and bald eagles or something, which just shows an inconsistency.
yeah. So again,
If you expect it for other people, then you would have no problem with justifying it happening here.
yeah. If you're not really understanding that we're making comparisons to like apples and oranges, right? So
Right,
even
right. Now it's apples and oranges. Give me the symmetry breaker.
even if she was kept
Give
up
me the
all day,
symmetry breaker. Give me the
can you
symmetry breaker
can you
between
hold
our
on,
government. Give me the
hold on.
symmetry breaker between our government mistreating our
I'm
people
giving it
and
to
the reason
you.
that
Give me a sec.
another military wouldn't be able to. No, no, no. Off the Jan 6 shit. Let's say in general, the government
We are.
mistreating our people, the government mistreating our people, and saying that we would not justify another country to come over and bomb us, claiming they need to liberate the American people from our corrupt government, and that what is the symmetry breaker between us saying that because we disagree with the actions of the Iranian government and the way that they treat their people that we're justified in going over there and bombing them. Give me that
Okay.
symmetry breaker.
Okay, because you believe that here in America, somebody leaving the lights on for
Okay, bro.
24
Yeah,
hours
no,
is
yeah,
torture.
you're not a real
But
person.
over in
You're not a
Iran,
real
you
person.
could
That's not a
over
symmetry
in
breaker.
Iran,
That's not a
you can
symmetry
kill
breaker. That's
over.
not a symmetry breaker,
Can you
cornball.
chill,
That's not a symmetry breaker. I asked you a very
bro?
specific
Like, why
question.
the fuck do you keep interrupting me?
I asked you a simple question.
Like,
You
I'm
refuse
letting
to
you
answer
talk.
it.
I'm letting you talk.
I don't care, bro. I don't care. If you're not gonna
Okay,
engage in
well
a
then give me
genuine
the
manner in
same
the
respect I'm
conversation,
giving you.
if
Give me the
you're
same
not
respect I'm
going,
giving
you're
you.
not giving me respect when you're not
I'm
engaging
letting you
genuinely in the
talk. I'm not
conversation.
interrupting you, bro. I'm not
Doesn't
interrupting
matter,
you.
bro. It doesn't
It
matter.
does fucking matter.
Respect is multi-layered. If
No,
you're being
you're not
disingenuous, you're being
right, and you're
disrespectful, buddy.
no. I'm not being disrespectful. You're the
If
one
you're
being
being
disrespectful. You're the
disingenuous,
one
you are
being
being
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
But I can't get a
100%.
fucking sentence out because you keep interrupting me. You talk for a long fucking time, and I still be quiet and let you get out what you trying to say. But the moment I start talking, you gotta interrupt me. I can't even finish what the fuck I'm trying to
I'll be right
talk
back.
about. So the comparison is you think torture here in America is having the lights on for her and walking her around the prison, and that's completely unacceptable. But in Iran, you could kill by your numbers 3,000 people, and it's not worthy of action.
Not from an external body. No. What the fuck?
That makes
Neither.
no
Here's the
that
crazy part.
makes
Here's
no
the crazy
sense.
part. Here's the crazy part. Even if the US government was killing like 100 or 1,000 or thousands of civilians here, I would not justify an external military coming in and bombing our country as a result.
I would,
Crazy, right?
I would,
Crazy. You
because
would?
if I would, because if the government
But you
just
just don't
went
believe
out,
in sovereignty. You don't believe in
if the
sovereignty.
No, because you're not supposed to treat your people that way. If the
Wait, yeah, wait,
U.S.
guess what?
government lost,
I
if the
could
U.S.
condemn, I can
government, if the
condemn, hold up, bro.
U.S.
I can
government, no, no, no,
condemn the
if the
actions.
U.S.
I can
government
condemn the actions while
decided to
also disagreeing with
indiscriminately shoot
interference,
their
right?
citizens, I'm
Come
100%
on, bro.
okay with any country
Okay.
intervening.
Okay, like Iran?
Absolutely, I don't care who it is, because that's not
Absolutely.
what you do to your people. You do
Absolutely.
not indiscriminately shoot your
Mhm.
own people
Do you think
under
that
no
I'm like,
circumstance.
do
I
you
don't
think that
care.
I'm condoning, do you think I'm condoning them unaliving their citizens by saying
Absolutely,
that we should? Yes. Okay.
absolutely.
Can you explain to me how disagreeing with US intervention condones the actions of unaliving their own people?
Because
Can you explain to me that?
this is by your own numbers. 3,000 is not that big of a deal to you. But
I didn't say it wasn't that. I literally didn't say it
with the
wasn't that
lights
big of a
on,
deal. I
one
literally
person
didn't
with the
say it wasn't
lights
that big
on
of a
for
deal.
24
Look, you're
hours is too
so
much.
stuck. You're like a
One
script,
person,
dog.
one American
It's
with
like
the
I spilled
lights
water
on
on a
is too
Roomba.
much for
It's like
you.
I
But
spilled water on a
3,000 people
Roomba. You just
dying
can't get off the script.
is that's
You
just a
just can't
drop
get
in the
off the
bucket to you.
script. You just can't get off the script. It's
That's
like I
just a
poured
bucket.
water on a
That's just
fucking Roomba and you're
that's
shorting
a
out, right?
that's
Just
a
to be
drop in
clear,
the
didn't
ocean
answer
for
my
you.
question.
3,000
Didn't
people
didn't
because you
answer my
don't care
question.
about these
Didn't
people.
answer my question. Didn't
You
answer
don't
my
care about
question.
these
And
people. You send 3,000.
oh,
They indiscriminately
oh,
killed
I don't care
3,000
about my
people.
people.
I
Oh, I
don't
don't.
give a fuck.
Wait, indiscriminately now.
Indiscriminately.
Really? So there was no violent actors or an attempt at an insurrection, and no police officers were being physically unalived by people pew pewing them at this peaceful protest you're talking about? That
Yeah,
didn't happen.
we had those here
That
too.
didn't
They
happen.
don't. We have
That didn't
those there.
happen.
We have those there here. And guess
So
what?
wait, yeah,
We
wait.
don't.
I agree with you.
Our
I
police
agree.
are not allowed to just
We
kill people
have
because
the
they're
same
rioting.
thing here. If they're using deadly force against police officers, it would be logically justified for the Iranian police to use deadly force in response. But you don't want to hear
Holy
that.
Indiscriminately.
shit, Don!
But
You
you
are
don't want to hear
sounding
that.
like a Libby. You're sounding like a
You don't
Wokey.
want to hear that. But you don't want
How
to
am I
hear that. And here's
sounding
the funny
woke?
thing. And here's the
This is
funny thing.
common
No, 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 no,
sense.
no, no, no,
And
no.
he
Hold on,
don't
hold on,
got
hold
it.
on. So here's the funny
This
thing,
is
right?
common sense.
Here's the hilarious thing, right? You actually don't care about the Iranian people because you're the one that's justifying military action right now, destroying all of their infrastructure. You think that they're happy that we're there? You think that they're fucking happy
Yeah, they were
just because
cheering in the
what?
streets.
Oh, no, the fuck they weren't.
They were cheering in the streets.
No, the fuck they
Yeah,
weren't,
they
Mr.
had a
Fox
big
News
ass block
watcher.
party.
No, the
They
fuck
had a
they
block
weren't.
party.
Really? Are
They
you
were
sure?
happy. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that when we look at the videos of after the new supreme leader was put into power, they were in the streets celebrating that. And I'm pretty sure that when I look at individuals on ground on news reports that show Iranians in the streets, right, that they're actually pretty pissed every time they have to hear the air defense systems go off intercepting. I'm pretty sure that the Iranians weren't super fucking cheerful over the fact that our first preemptive strike was double tapped, by the way, Tomahawk missiles on an all girls elementary school, unaliving all of the children and the staff and the teachers in the school. 150 deaths.
You know what
Pretty
that's
sure
called? That's
nobody's
called
going to be out in
selective.
the.
That's called selective outrage. What
That's
you're doing right now.
selective
Because
outrage.
3,000 people by their own people is no big deal to you.
Selective out.
But
Again, you
kids
straw man the
in the
fuck out of it, acting
school,
like I'm saying it's no big
kids in
deal
the
about
school is just too
3,000.
fucking much. A
Wait, yeah,
girl
wait, yeah,
a girl with the lights
kids,
on all night is too much.
kids in a school. Yeah, sorry, crazy take, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
that are waited to be struck until school starts is a little fucking much in comparison to a violent fucking insurrection by Mossad agents and Kurdish people that could give a fuck less about the Persians. Yeah, call me crazy, I guess.
It's not crazy, it's selective outrage. Because you should be more pissed off about the 3,000 people that was unalive than you are about the hundreds of the schoolgirls. I mean, that's
Wait,
just
so
more.
when I can wait. So when I can understand that there's nuance in the 3,000 number because you're also in that 3,000 number,
Because it's
including.
selective.
Okay, so wait, so just to be clear, you're mad about the IRGC members that were unalive too, right? Because that's included in your 3,000 number that you're hailing, right?
I'm saying that it needs to stop.
Yeah. See how you didn't answer? Let's
I'm
try it
saying that it
again.
needs.
You're
I'm
mad
saying that
about
it
the. I
needs
don't give
to
a
stop.
fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think needs to or doesn't need to stop. Right now, simple question: when you say
I'm not
and you
asking
want
you
to
to care.
tout
I'm
this,
just telling
you
you
want to tout this
it
three
needs
thousand
to
number.
stop.
You want to
This is the
tout this
This is
three
your number
thousand
because I
number.
could
You
easily
want
say
to
thirty
tout the
thousand.
three.
I'm going off of the number that you
You want to
gave
say okay, great. Provide a source for
because
the
I could
thirty
have went off of
thousand.
the 30,000.
Provide a source for the 30,000.
Just for you to say that it came from Western and it don't Western media
Well,
and
yeah,
it
just
doesn't
show me. Yeah,
really
show
matter.
me
This
the
is
data.
why I don't
Show me
like
the
again.
data.
I,
Show me the
I don't care
data.
about the
You're
nuances in
just
this.
taking a
I
news
only
article and you're
I
using it
went
as a
with your
primary source.
listen. I
You're
went with
taking
your
a news
number.
article and running
I
with it as a
went with
primary source because you
your
don't critically
I
think,
went with
Dawn.
your number so I wouldn't have to hash out this bullshit about Western media and this, that, and the other. I went with your number. 3,000 is still too fucking much.
Okay, again, as I said, 3,000 includes the IRGC police that were unalived. So just to be clear, if you're upset about the 3,000, you're upset about the IRGC police that were unalived too, right, Dawn?
I don't care who it is. I don't know any of these people. It needs to
So
stop.
if you're we so you're mad at the party that unalived
Um,
police officers, but then you're also mad at the people who were unalived by the police officers, and yet you believe that that justifies foreign intervention when both parties unalived each other.
yes.
Okay, yeah, you're
Let's
a
go
dumb
with that
fuck.
one. Let's go with that one.
You're an
Yeah,
actual
let's go
fucking
with
you're an
that one.
actual dumb
Because you
fuck.
think
Like
that
what the
you
fuck?
think that it's okay for a country to kill its own people, and you're laughing at it.
Wait,
But
wait, you
you think
just
it's okay
said,
for a country
you
to
just
kill its own
agreed,
people.
you just agreed that there was people that were killing the fucking members of the government,
Okay,
Dawn.
okay, so out of the 3,000, so let's go down this route. Out of the 3,000, how many of them were the police officers?
Hundreds.
Was it the lion's share?
Here you go again. Lion's share.
Was it the lion's share?
Relevancy? Sorry, relevancy?
You brought it up. So was it the lion's share?
No, you brought up lion's share. What's the relevancy of
No.
lion's
You
share,
brought it. No,
Dawn? What's the
you.
you're the only one that said lion's share in this conversation. What's the
Yeah.
relevancy of lion's share,
Okay.
Dawn?
It's relevant because there's a difference between the
Uh,
government unaliving the people and the people unaliving the government.
oh, oh.
Because if it was the people unaliving the government, then we have less of a justification to intervene. But if the lion's share is the citizens, then we have a problem.
Wait. Wait. So if the people, so again, because you said the problem was that they're unaliving their own people. So if the people unalive their own people, we have less of an involvement there. But if the people unalive their own people, well, now we must be involved. You know how dumb
No,
you
that's not what
sound?
I said. That's not what I said.
You know how
I
dumb you
said
sound?
if the
Which is their
government,
people, which is their people.
uh,
So if their
if the
people are unalived by their
this is the
people, we
state,
shouldn't be
this is the
involved, right?
state.
Because it doesn't matter,
There's a
right? But
difference
then if they're,
between this.
right, unalives their people, well, now we need to keep, going in and have interventionism. Do you realize how dumb you
You're
sound? The members
disingenuous.
of
You're
their state are
disingenuous.
Iranians too. So the
Yeah, you're
same thing on both
disingenuous.
sides is their people
Okay, so was it
unaliving their people.
who's the lion's share? Was it the citizens or was it the government? And your 3,000 number.
Again, lion share is the relevancy of what?
I just explained that to you. So can you just answer the question?
Yeah, no, you didn't explain it to me.
I did explain it to you.
No, I just explained to you this
Yeah, you did.
the non-symmetry
I
breaker that's
explained it to
involved
you.
there.
I explained it to you. So who's the lion's share? Was it the citizens or was it the government?
Again, there's no relevancy there. The
You know,
government is their people. The
there's a
government is their
reason why
people.
you
The
don't want
civilians
to.
is their
There's a
the
reason why you
government is
don't
their
want to
people,
answer the
and the
question
civilians are their people.
because the reason why you don't want to answer the question is because we both
What's the
agree.
percentage that's acceptable
The
for you,
reason why
Don?
you don't want to answer the question is because we both agree that the government should not be killing its own people that way. That's why you don't want to say who's the lion's share.
Again, what is the percentage that's acceptable for you? Does it got to be like 45, 55?
I don't.
Does it got to be 55? Or
The
does it got to be
vast
60,
the
40?
vast majority.
The vast
The
majority? Why the
the
vast majority? Why
lion's
not
share.
why a vast majority? What if it's a small majority?
The you don't
Uh,
want to
uh,
answer
uh,
the question. You don't want to
Because
answer
I'm
the
trying to
question
identify the
because we
relevancy of
both
it.
agree.
Because I'm trying to identify
You
the
know you
relevancy of
fucked
it.
up. You know you fucked up. That's why you don't want to answer the
No,
question.
no,
You know you fucked up. That's why you don't want to answer the
not
question.
even close. That's like a
Because
very weak rhetorical
it's
move.
fucked up for a government to go around unaliving their own people. And you
It's fucked
understand
up
this.
for a
This
government to
is
go
why you
around
don't
unaliving.
want to
Wait,
answer the
if a
question.
government is if a government is unaliving their people while a violent insurrection is happening, that's kind of the job of the government to
That's
gather
not the
back
job of the
social
government.
cohesion. Yes, to gather social cohesion in
That's not
situations of
the job of the government.
destability. Are you crazy?
I'm sorry. That's not the job of the government.
Oh, okay, for sure. So you're anti-police, anti-ICE, you're anti-FBI, you're anti
Yeah,
all
you
these
can
things
get them under
because that's their
control.
jobs. Wait, oh, you can get them under
You
control. And
can
what if
get
you have
them
to?
under
And
control
what if you have
without
to use
killing
deadly
them.
force? And what if you have to use deadly force,
You
Don?
don't need to use deadly force. That's the
There's no
point.
situation that that a law enforcement officer has to use deadly force.
Not in a riot.
Not in a riot. Not in a riot. There's no situation in a riot where an officer has to use deadly force. Are you fucking dead ass with me?
You're
So,
you're
so
a Libra.
this is I'm not a liberal.
This boy is
This
ACAB.
is common fucking sense.
This boy is
This is
literally
common
ACAB.
This
sense.
is
Like
literally a cab, bro.
this dude is
This is
literally ACAB.
this is common sense.
Hell
You
yeah,
are
Don.
ACAB.
Welcome. Welcome to ACAB, brother. I've been waiting for this. Thank you.
This is
Finally.
not
This is
a
exactly what I'm
cab.
talking about. See, this is
This is
exactly what I'm
common
talking about.
sense.
This is the problem with fucking MAGA debaters. You guys will literally twist your own values in a pretzel to be able to justify going over and bombing Iran. Congratulations, you just conceded to a position that allows you to be more aligned with the left than the right. The right
I don't
didn't
care what
leave
you
you. You left
categorize it as. You the
the
one
right
that's
didn't leave
okay
you.
with a
The right
government
didn't leave you. You
killing
left
their
the
own
right.
people. You're the
The
one that,
right
so what
didn't
does that
leave
make
you.
you?
You left the right. I'm right where the right still
You're
was.
okay with the government killing its own people.
I'm
This
okay
is what
with
you're
the
arguing
government.
for.
I'm okay with the government during a violent
You're
insurrection
okay with the government
using
killing its
force that
own
they
people,
have to
killing
use in a
thousands of people.
situation. Yeah.
Thousands of people. You're okay with
Again, when you say
because they're
okay with,
Iranians and they're in the
The
Middle East and you
lion
really don't give a
share.
shit.
this like light work for me. This is just fucking light work for me, Jesse. This is absurd.
Wait,
I'm
Again,
just saying
Don, what's the
I'm
lion's
okay.
share? I'm not asking for relevance. What is the lion's share? Like, what would be the
the
line that you'd
lion's
say would
share is the
be
vast majority.
okay? Cool.
If it's
So,
okay, so if it's three, like he said, if it's 3,000 people that was unalive, but he wants to include the hundred of police officers or whatever,
Hundreds.
the hundreds of police officers,
Mhm.
the lion's share is the citizens. It's more of the government killing its own people than the other way
okay.
around.
So then, so fine. So, what, Mikey is it? I'm gonna provide an example, and I'm
Mhm.
not sure if you gave this example yet. So you just you stop me if you gave it. Okay.
You're good.
So the operation in Minnesota, should China have intervened and taken over the state of Minnesota because of ICE's unaliving of citizens?
One person,
Sorry, it wasn't one.
how
They
many?
they unalived two people.
Oh, two
Is
people. So
and the
then that's
lion's share of that was civilians.
okay.
Out
So
of two casualties, it's 100%.
so you want to make a
So
comparison from 3,000 people to two.
yeah, because you're the one that
Okay,
won't
that's
quantify
that.
what too many is. The
Okay,
lion's share is
so
just a percentage of how many
3,000.
people are
So three.
unalive. Do you
So
see why that
are
doesn't
you
work?
okay? So are you okay with the 3,000 people being killed by their own government?
Unfortunately, this isn't my position, so I don't have to answer
But
that.
I'm asking you.
I understand you're asking that because the
I'm asking you.
lion's
What's
share
your
comment
position?
is now
What's your
embarrassing even
position?
again.
What's
But
your
are you
position?
gonna? I get that, but are you gonna answer the
You
question
asked me a
about
question. I answered you.
you
Answer
didn't?
my
You
question.
actually haven't. That's the problem.
I
Should
did.
China have intervened over the
I said
100%
over
of
two
civilian
people. No.
life?
I said over two
So two
people.
people.
No.
Okay, so two people is too little. Okay,
Okay.
what's the
Okay.
number that's
So why
enough?
don't you answer my question
Because
about the
you still haven't
3,000?
engaged with lion's share.
I
Because
have.
lion's share to you means is like a percentage of how many people are alive, which is what Mikey's been trying to ask you. You're saying two isn't enough, but 3,000 is enough. And Mikey's telling you that members of the state are included in that unalignment number. But now you're deciding that because that's a little embarrassing, you want to try to flip it on me. But I
I'm
haven't
not
made a
flipping it
claim
on
yet.
you. I'm asking you about what you again. You asked me a
Yeah,
question.
I don't think
I don't
I don't
understand
think that
why You guys
I
don't
can answer.
understand
It's
what
okay.
the word lion share means.
It's
The
not that we don't
vast
understand it. It's that you're
majority,
using it.
the vast
You're using it
majority. You have a
wrong.
3,000. You have a three
You're
thousand number. You have a
you're
number
using
of
it.
3,000. Hold on. You have a
You're
number of
using
three
it
thousand.
incorrectly.
Oh my God! I'm not using it
You
incorrectly. It's
are
the
because
vast
lion's share.
majority.
Listen, the
The
vast
lion's share
majority
is
of
the
two
vast
people.
majority.
Okay, the lion's share of two people
You're talking
unaliving
about
that are
two people.
civilians is
You talking about
100%
you're
civilians.
talking about two
Do you
people
understand?
compared to thousands of people.
I understand, but because you wouldn't
You don't
define how
understand
many
because
is
it's
too
you can't
many,
even compare that.
you're being emotional. This
I'm
is
not being
embarrassing because
emotional. You're
you're
being
actually on
stupid.
the left now, which
You're
is
being
great.
stupid.
Welcome.
You're
But
being
in order to
stupid.
be on the left, you have to actually know
You're
how math
being
works, pal.
stupid. You're
Okay, bro.
comparing
Yeah,
two
Mikey, it's me
people
that's being
to
now. It's me
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
being
yeah,
thousands of
stupid. It's not
people.
even
yeah,
my
yeah.
You're
position. Got
comparing
it.
two
No, yeah,
people to
just
thousands of
like by
people.
the way, Jesse, just like how he told me I don't have common sense.
You don't.
Right?
It
Neither
See,
one
like
of
doesn't.
y'all.
here's the crazy thing.
It
Here's the
doesn't
crazy thing,
work.
right?
Because the common sense on
He's
the left
debating.
is
It's
just
funny. It's funny, Jesse.
way
He's debating an
far away
actual
from
right
y'all.
winger. He's debating an actual right winger, an actual free market capitalist, small government guy, and he can't fathom it because I don't believe we should go bomb brown people in the Middle East because like Khadijah is being made to wear a hijab or something.
That's
Because
not what we're doing.
that's what the right
That's
was
not what
supposed
we're
to be.
doing.
That was what Trump ran on of no more foreign wars. That was what was ran on when it came to the point of not getting into forever wars. And that was what Eisenhower literally said when he warned us about the military industrial complex. Again, the right didn't leave you, you left the right. I
Yeah,
remain to be
yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, wherever you put me at, I'm happy to be there because I would
Good.
not want to
Congratulations.
align
Good.
myself.
Congratulations.
I would not
Congratulations.
want
You're an
to
early
align
2000.
myself with
Congratulations. You're
people
an early
who
2000s
believe
Bush
that it's
supporter.
okay for the government to kill
Okay,
thousands
so
of
then
their own
no, that's
people.
fine.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Congratulations.
so
I would
that's
love
Congratulations.
to be wherever
great.
you
So then,
consider me to
Wait.
be at
but
because
Don,
that's
Congratulations. Wait,
okay,
far
wait,
away
real
from
quick,
where
Jesse, real
you're
quick.
at.
Congratulations. You are a 2000s Bush supporter and Dick Cheney supporter. I am a modern classical
Wherever you
liberal
put me at, I'm
Republican
fine.
where we were supposed to be.
You're not a
You've turned
Republican.
into
You
the
too
very
pussy to be a Republican.
I'm
Let's just start there.
110% more
You're too
conservative than you
pussy
are.
to be.
You
You're
are
too
a weird,
pussy to be a Republican.
you're a weird neocon that came from Trotskyite ideologies. You are a Bush and a Dick Cheney supporter, and I want nothing to do with it. It's part of the reason why I'm not
You're a
MAGA.
rhino.
You're all
You're a
no, you're the
rhino.
rhino. You're the
You're a
rhino. You're the
rhino.
hey buddy, do you realize how
We
your
believe in
administration
peace through
you re-
strength.
really
We
you
don't
realize how
believe in
you're
being no pussy.
that's
I
neoconservatism.
don't
You know
care
the same
about
thing that you guys the same thing that
yeah,
you
peace
guys
through
used to say about
strength.
Marco Rubio. Remember how when you guys were calling Marco Rubio and Lindsey Graham rhinos, but now they're riding the dick of the administration. So
You're a
now they're
rhino.
really good guys. They're really good guys.
You're
Marco
a rhino.
Rubio's such a really cool guy. You turned into the rhino cornball because you
You're a
didn't
rhino.
realize it while you had your red hat on and you were too busy thinking you were owning the libs. Good job.
Where's your humanity?
I mean, the
Where's
humanity
your
would then be.
humanity?
I mean, Don, the question still remains. I mean, and this is. I mean, if you want to take it in this direction, uh, the United States is building essentially, and has regularly had labor camps because of an amendment to our constitution that allows slavery to be legal. Should China come here because the lion's share of those people are minorities and they're being denied certain rights and amenities and general inhabitability compared to even China's prisons? Should they be allowed to come here and liberate those people? By
Who's
your
gonna
logic,
stop
you're
them?
saying it would be okay that they do that.
Who's gonna stop them?
Are you going to answer the question, or because
Who's
that's
gonna
your
stop them?
logic now?
Who's going to
So
stop them
okay,
is now the argument.
okay.
Now the argument is
Who's
might
gonna
makes
stop them?
right. Cool. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. With you, Ron.
You know, he's
Who the fuck's
inviting
going to stop
invasion.
him? Who the
Nobody,
fuck's
that's the
going to
point.
stop him? Yeah,
Nobody's
exactly.
gonna
Who the
stop
fuck's
us.
going to
That's the
stop?
You're
point.
like the
Who the
That's
war
fuck's
the
of
going to
point.
stop you,
18.
Ron?
That's the point. Nobody's
You
gonna stop us. That's the
you're
point.
like so Don. So you're saying that China absolutely should begin an engagement with us or take over specific states like Alabama, Louisiana, places that we know the penal code, for instance, targets every minority or any marginalized group. We have the statistics, especially children. So you're saying
Bring them
that a
on.
country should be able to
It's
go ahead and engage in those
it's
states
a free
with
world.
like
They could do what
strikes,
they please.
liberating
They
things
could do
like
it.
that
They could do what
because
they please. But nobody is stopping us. That's the point.
okay, so
They
they
could do what they
should.
please.
So those countries should do that.
Yeah. So
They could do what
again,
they
So
please. Nobody's stopping
so
the
us.
you're a
reason So the
Are
reason
you
that your
land back too,
position,
Don?
the reason that your position was that you didn't want to say that other countries could invade us was because your position is a special case for America. It's called special pleading, by the way. It's a logical fallacy. It's special pleading for America because we're so star spangled fucking awesome that we get the carte blanche to run around and do whatever the fuck we want on the global world stage. Even though it doesn't promote global free trade, it erodes our fucking markets and it causes for a devaluing of our dollar because we print more money to go to war than anything fucking else. So congratulations, Don. Now not
So
only are you
after
no
we take
longer a
their
fucking
oil,
now no longer
after we take
uh-huh,
their oil, how is
uh-huh,
it fucking up our economy?
we're gonna take their oil.
Yeah, we're gonna take their oil. How's it gonna
We're
fuck
gonna
up our
take their
economy?
oil just like we did with Venezuela, right?
Yeah, how did it fuck up our economy?
Dumbass, we didn't get a single barrel from Venezuela. Their first shipment went out to Israel, and their oil is dog shit. We have to refine that oil, and we'll spend more money refining it than we will get from it because it has too much deducts in it. It's too much sulfur. Good job, dumb fuck. You don't even understand how this shit works. And you really think
And
that
that
we're going to
fucked
be
up
able
our
to take
economy. How?
Iran's, you
That
think
fucked
we're
up
going to
our
be able to,
economy. How? How
how
did it
your
fuck
gas
up our
prices looking,
economy?
how's your gas prices looking right
Yeah.
now?
What that got to do with Venezuela?
Your gas, because oil is what
What that got to do with
fluctuates
Venezuela?
the amount of oil that we should have gotten
Oh,
from
okay. There you
Venezuela would have
go.
offset your
There
fucking
you
gas
go.
prices, but
There
did
you
it
go.
do it? No, it didn't.
There you go.
So
It
that's
takes
how it
time.
affects you. So that's how it
It
affects
takes
you.
time. It takes time.
Short term pain for a long term gain, like every
That's what it
mainstream media
is.
pundit's been saying. You're gonna go with that narrative. Good job. Yeah, you're not parroting propaganda like the media was when it was
It
saying
takes
two
time.
weeks, it takes 2 weeks to slow the curve.
It takes
There's
time.
2 weeks,
You,
2 weeks to
if
slow the spread,
you're a
Don.
smart guy, you should
Put a
know that
mask
it
on.
takes
Put a
time.
mask on, Don. It takes 2 weeks to slow the
It
spread.
takes
It
time.
takes 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. We need to slow the spread, Don. It
Yeah,
just
and where
takes
we at
time.
now?
It just takes a
Where are
little
we
bit
at
of
now?
time, Don.
Where are we at now? Are you wearing a mask?
You're
There we go.
actually,
It
you're
takes time.
What
actually
is
a
happening?
fucking,
Is he okay?
It takes time.
you're
Things take
actually a
time.
fucking liberal, bro. Like you're actually a fucking liberal. And not even a classical liberal. You're a
Yeah,
modern
you're a
liberal.
rhino.
You align more with the left. No,
You're a
I'm a.
rhino.
Wait, if the capitalist is a rhino, then you're in
Republican
deeper.
in name
If
only.
the actual
You don't
capitalist is a,
understand
if
capitalism.
the actual,
How the fuck you think that
I don't understand capitalism.
all of a sudden,
Wait, I
you
don't
know that
understand capitalism.
no, you don't.
Wait, okay, cool. What economic school of thought of capitalism do you align with?
What
Crickets.
economic
Which
you a
one?
fucking nerd.
God
Crickets.
Which economic
You a
school of thought of
fucking you don't even
capitalism do you
under
align with?
if you're a smart guy, you should know that it takes
Which
time.
economic school of capitalism do you align
And you
with?
should also know that
Wait,
after we take the
I don't know
oil,
anything about capitalism. Teach me what economic school
yeah,
of thought of
you don't know
capitalism do
shit.
you align
You don't
with?
know shit about capitalism.
I don't know anything about
Can
capitalism.
you
Okay,
define
cool.
You don't
capitalism?
know shit about
Can you
capitalism.
define capitalism, Don?
You define it
Okay, cool. I will.
because you
I
don't
would
know
define
shit.
it. Cool. I would define it as
Because you don't
free
know shit.
market. I would define it as an economic system that promotes the maximal capability of property rights by existing in a free market system that the government has no involvement in. How would you define it? Or did that sound good for you?
Let me go look up Chat GPT real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a system of voluntary exchange of goods and services.
It's a system. Yeah, exactly. It's a system of voluntary exchange of goods and services,
And what
aka
part of that is instant?
aka uplifting
What part of that
maximal
is
property
instant?
rights by not allowing for the government to intervene in that free trade and voluntary agreements.
What part of that is instant?
Right? It's like you don't understand how capitalism works.
Yeah, what part of that is instant?
Gave you a
Just
definition.
like
My
Is there a
everything
God.
that is
problem?
supposed to be
Don, are
Is there?
you a
instant.
communist?
Yeah,
It's supposed to
This
Don.
be
guy he's
instant.
not
Don, are you a
no,
communist?
he is not a
Don,
communist, bro.
Don, do you have a
Don't
Don?
even
Do you have a Don? Do you have a problem with the fact that like the United States of America doesn't benefit when gas prices rise because of the fact that we spend so much money subsidizing these companies that instead we could just like make it to where the government, like they do in like Saudi Arabia, could like pay the people a check for all of the oil and gas that we actually produce on our own country and our own soil. Do you agree with
Sounds like
that? You
you're
think
the
that
communist.
do you think that that sounds like a good
It
idea?
sounds like you're the
that's not
communist.
Do you,
communism.
do you think that sounds like a good idea, Don?
Sounds
Do you
like
think that that's a better
sounds
idea
like
than
you're the
us not
communist.
making money when no, I'm asking you a question. I'm not stating a position. Does that sound good to you, Don? Do
It
you
sounds
like
like
it?
you're the
Do you like that?
communist.
Do you like that? By asking you
No,
a
I don't want the
question, Don?
government. I don't want the
Yo,
government
the
handing
level
shit
of
out to
cope right
people.
now is
Wait, you
unbelievable.
don't
I don't
want.
want the
Wait, you don't
government
want.
handing shit out to people. You should work for your own shit.
Do you want the government involved in the economy at all?
Not really.
Not really.
Not on like
Oh,
a
okay. So then why
large
in the
scale.
motherfuck? So then why in the motherfuck would you just sit here and say that it was a good thing that the government intervened itself in the oil markets by going over and taking oil from another fucking country, even though we didn't actually get the oil, but under your own logic, you just wanted the government to be able to manipulate the oil market.
Right, so we could have
And yet
lower
I
gas
don't know, and yet
prices.
I don't, and yet, oh, so
So
we
we
can
could
have
have
lower
lower
gas
gas
prices.
prices.
Oh, okay, great. So a little bit of market manipulation by the government for the ease of conditions of living for the people. So in other words, you believe in central planning, government economy, as opposed to free market capitalism. You don't know shit about capitalism, not
Yeah, it
me.
sounds like post Keynesianism.
Yeah, you're the post Keynesian here, not me. I'm the Austrian. You're the post Keynesian. You believe in central planning. I disagree with that. I'm a capitalist that upholds property rights.
You
You're a dirty fucking
you
socialist that belongs
disagree
on the
with
left
lower
where you
gas
are.
prices. You disagree with lower gas prices, right?
Oh, wait, can we do it? Wait, Mikey, don't do that.
Disagree with the
He's
I
like a
disagree
Lenin.
with the
You
He's
government.
actually
disagree with lower gas
I
he's
prices.
doing like
disagree with the
Leninism kind of
government.
now.
I
We're like in
disagree.
a
Yeah, Leninism, right? Exactly.
we're in
State
like
capitalism. That's post Keynesian. Right?
he's think, but he doesn't know.
So again, it's not that I disagree with lower gas prices. It's the fact that I believe those lower gas prices are able to be achieved under a free market system without government interventionism. But Don here necessitates government interventionism in his economy as the only way to get lower gas prices. So Don is not the capitalist.
You can call me
It
what you
sounds
want
like you
to.
just need to go read, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
It sounds like you do need to go read.
Sounds like you
Quite a
need to
few
suck my
things.
dick. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. Get mad. Ooh, get mad.
Sounds like
Like
you
he
need to
turned
suck
him
my
into
dick.
an ML overnight. He's a Maoist now.
It's not
Yeah,
even trying
bro's
to
in.
be insulting, dude.
Yeah,
It's
bro's in.
genuinely
Bro's literally
hilarious.
ML. Bro's literally ML advocating for fucking price caps, oil, to make sure that the gas prices at the pump aren't too much to make him drop a tear on himself. Even though this man hasn't even
You
seen
over
high
there
gas
crying,
prices,
oh my
even though this
God,
man, even though
I'm
this man
taking
hasn't seen,
off from my
you
room.
were
While
crying
you sit up
over the
there
government.
crying over it.
You were crying over the government responding to a violent insurrection with force. The fuck are you talking about? Of foreign agents, by the way, Mossad agents and Kurdish people, not even fucking Iranians proper. It was a fucking violent insurrection put on
And
by Mossad
if you
and
was in charge, you would
Kurds.
allow it to happen.
I would have allowed it to happen. No, I would
You
have
would
done
have
the same
allowed it
thing.
to happen
I would have done the
if
same
you
thing
was in
they did.
charge.
You would have allowed it to happen because you would have
You
said,
would
we
have
can't
allowed it
use
to
force,
happen.
guys. We can't use force, guys. We got to let them be able to cause a violent insurrection against us because the state can't unalive its own people, even when it's foreign
If you
agents
was
and fucking Kurds.
if you was the president of the United States, you would sit back and you would watch Iran kill their own people, and you wouldn't do shit about it.
Yo.
It's so
Yo,
funny. It's
you
so funny. It's so funny how he's trying to tell me I would, Jesse, do you hear this? He's telling me I would have allowed it
believable.
while I'm justifying
You're
the use of force. You unironically would have allowed it because you don't believe that the government had a justified use of force.
That's not what I said. I said that they
That's
shouldn't
what
be
you
allowed to
Oh
just
my
use.
said.
god. He
No, the
doesn't
fuck I
so
didn't.
why are you saying
I've
those
been
things?
saying
You're
this
saying
whole
the thing and then
fucking
saying you're not saying it, bro.
hold
What
on,
do you
because
mean?
y'all not finna do that. I've been
What
saying
you're
this whole.
saying?
How can you shut up? That's not what the fuck I said. I
Now you're
said that
mad
they
at me. I
should,
didn't do shit to you.
because you keep like y'all saying shit and you're not letting me talk.
Bro, you were talking a whole you talked yourself into a corner. Now you're mad
Mikey
at
been
me?
talking this
How you
whole
be
fucking.
mad
He
at
said,
me?
hold on.
My
There's a
PFP is
difference
Baker
between
Acre. How you
using
gonna be mad at
force.
me?
There's a
You
difference between
realize you're
using
yelling at
force
Baker
and
Acre? What are
using
we talking
deadly
about?
force. I did not say that the police shouldn't use force at all.
Don, you're yelling at your
Oh.
fellow ally.
I did
You're
not
Just
yelling at
welcome
your
to
say.
the
you're
I
left, bro.
yelling
said
at
that
Taking
your
they
wrong
fellow
is
shouldn't.
right. We
comrade.
got it, bro.
I said that they shouldn't be
Don,
killing
you're yelling at your fellow
3,000 people.
comrade. You're yelling at your fellow comrade, your fellow
Suck a dick.
ACAB ally.
Suck a dick. You a faggot. You know that?
Oh, see,
Yo,
now you
that's
got to
that's
get
all it
dropped,
took.
and now you have to get dropped because you know you can't say that on the
Dude
panel, and you
sucks,
know you're
bro.
getting cooked a little bit too much.
And
It's
Don,
Ain't
okay.
just
nobody
take a
getting
lap,
cooked.
bro. Take a
You're
lap.
It's
lying.
Don't
okay,
ruin the
bro.
live,
It's
Don. Take
okay,
a
bro.
lap,
It's
bro.
okay.
Take
Take
a
a
lap.
lap.
Get some water. bless.
Embarrassing. And
Disgusting.
this is why I said I'll never be MAGA ever again. They just turned into neocons. I want no military interventionism on the global stage. I want to engage in diplomacy and peace talks rather than military interventionism. We gained so much economic strength using soft power. These dumb fucks are all about hard power. He said it. Peace through strength. What a cornball policy.
Just want Venezuela to do a counteroffensive and free all of the unjust imprisoned inmates in Louisiana. I want a coalition of the willing to free the people of Louisiana
God
from
will
the
agree.
obviously ridiculous
That's
control of the state that has destroyed every system and has
the
kept
problem
down
is y'all think
multiple
that y'all the
marginal
good people.
communities.
Yeah,
You
That's what
Dawn
I
think that
want.
you're the
agrees.
good people. You
Wait,
think that
dude,
you're the good people.
you think you're the
That's
good person.
like this. You think that you're the good person by allowing
Do
this
you
from
not
the
realize
government
do you
and
not
not doing
realize you're
anything
more
about it. You think
aligned?
that you're the good person.
You're more aligned with the left than me,
I
buddy.
don't give a fuck. Listen, I do not give a
You don't
fuck
care. I
about.
know you don't care.
I
I know you
don't
don't care.
care.
I
I
know you
don't
don't
care
care.
about where you
And
think I
that's the
stand
problem.
on the
Ideologically, y'all
political
don't
thing.
care
I
anymore.
don't care what you think.
Ideologically, y'all
I
don't
don't care
care
what you think.
anymore.
I don't care
No,
what you
because it's
think.
all about a cult of
What I think to
personality.
me is
You're
far
so
more important than what
focused.
the fuck you think about me.
You guys became
I
so
don't care.
focused on
I don't
owning the
care.
libs that you
I don't
became the
care.
libs.
Okay, I don't care.
Okay.
So what?
Okay.
And what next? That's exactly why I don't care.
Cared so little that you had to say a slur. I just want to say that's hilarious. You had to throw a slur. You're so unbothered.
I
So
yeah, I threw
You're
a
unbothered.
slur
so
because that's what he
unbothered.
was. That's what he was acting like.
Holy shit. So, yeah, okay, bro. I'm sure that because when I'm unbothered, you know what I do? I just kind of say, okay, you got it, and go on mute. But you said it's time
Right.
to throw out a slur and yell at everybody.
Yeah, damn right.
Okay, that's cool,
And
bro.
who's gonna stop me?
No, this is the part. This is the cool part. No
No,
one
no one's
should
gonna
have to
stop.
stop you because you're a grown ass man, and it's the internet.
Exactly. That's the point.
Are you not a grown man?
Yeah, I'm a grown man. That's the point.
Okay,
Who's gonna
so
stop
you
me?
so a
I'm
slur is the way
grown.
you
And there's
solve
nothing
that?
he's gonna.
Like, what are
And
we talking
there's
about?
I'm
nothing he's gonna do
grown.
about it.
I'm grown.
Okay,
He
yeah,
said
but
as he
There's
slaps his
the
nothing
chest
he's
with a
gonna
issue.
do
Sprite
about it.
bottle in his
The
hand.
issue I
That's the
have is
point.
that you are actually you're not even part of like the left. You're like the
He's
new
just a
left, but
Democrat.
in
He's
that
just like
like
a
still
neo-lib.
this is definitely democratic like silly
And
like
you're the
silly
good
woke like not
person
knowing
because
things woke.
you're
That's the
That's
problem.
why I
okay
said.
with
That's why I said,
knowing
bro. That's
that
why I
the
said, bro. These
government is
Understood.
people,
killing its own
bro,
people.
Jesse. These
You're the
people
good
became
person.
so focused on
Exactly.
trying to own the libs, they became the fucking libs. They just
How many
became the
times we gonna
libs that
say
are a
that?
little less
Yeah.
socially
We
woke. They're a
heard you
little
the
less.
first seven
They're a,
times you
they're
said
just
that. How many
you're just
times
a
you gonna
demo.
keep
You're just
saying
a
it?
Democrat that
How many
enjoys
times
the
you gonna keep
American
saying the
flag
same
and likes
thing
wearing
over and
red
over
hats.
again?
That's all it is. And your red hats don't have a
Okay,
hammer and sickle on it. You have less
okay,
aura.
okay.
Sora.
Yeah,
Like
you're not
Talking
a
negative.
about
you're not
aura.
a
You're a grown
useful.
ass man talking about aura.
Yeah, but okay, but you're
You're a
okay.
grown ass man talking about aura.
But
Come on.
how you gonna be mad about him saying aura when you just dropped a slur to try to win an argument? Are we
I
He
didn't
was
try to
alive?
not
win an
done with it.
argument. I
Are
dropped the
we
slack because
okay?
I wanted to.
That's
That's
fine.
what happened.
Okay. Here's the thing. That's fine. I understand about your free will and how you have feelings. But then just admit that your logic doesn't make sense.
I don't have to
And
admit anything
otherwise you're
because I'm a
inviting an
grown ass
invasion on
man.
US soil, which again, super base. Just come over to the left then. That's cool, bro. You got it.
Yeah. You're the good person allowing
We're
people to do
China
stuff
Yeah,
like
number
that.
but
one.
he doesn't
You're the
get
I
it.
good
think we
I don't
should
person.
even think he
normalize the F
understands.
word.
Yeah, we should, but
Hey Duran, let me ask you a question. Hey Duran.
Does anyone agree with what I just
Duran.
said?
I
We didn't
agree.
hear you.
We should, yes, I hold on.
I didn't hear you.
One moment. That we should normalize the F word. And also, Mike, you have a lag or so your internet's doing something.
No,
It's
yeah, I
that
don't know why I got
communist
bars real
internet.
quick.
It's
Okay, I think
just
it's better. I think it's better now. Am I good? Am I back?
he gets the
Oh, you're better
But
now.
rashes because
anyways,
this is communist
okay, yeah.
internet.
But so, anyways, Duran, let me ask you if in the United States, foreign agents and let's say indigenous peoples that wanted their own nation state collaborated with these foreign agents to create a violent insurrection against the United States government, do you believe the United States government would be justified in using deadly force in response to this?
That wasn't even a
It
Sorry,
why you
sorry,
would.
gotta
sorry.
be
I asked Duran.
dishonest, bro? That
Sorry,
wasn't
I asked
even a
Duran.
scenario.
Sorry, I asked Duran. Sorry, I asked
I don't
Duran.
care. I don't care. You've been interrupting me this whole time. That wasn't even a
Okay, can we get
scenario.
a
Why don't you? Why don't you
Can we get a muzzle?
make an
Can we get a
example
muzzle
that was
man?
the same scenario and stop being
Wait,
dishonest?
yeah, wait, Duran, you
That
said that
map
they
is
would
similar.
be. Wait, Duran, you said that they would be. Okay, perfect. So then, when we look at the situation in Iran with the protests that happened in January, and we know for a fact that Mossad agents were at the protest, they admitted this. This isn't conspiracy, and that Kurdish people, which are people that believe that they want their own independent nation state and hold no allegiance to the
They're
Iranian
Kurdish
Persian people,
nationalists.
right? Yeah, they're Kurdish nationalists. When we have evidence and know that there was collaboration between the two to commit violence against the IRGC, was the IRGC justified in using deadly force in response against them as they unalived members of the IRGC, just to be clear?
Are you asking me or are you asking Don?
Yeah, yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh, to me, what I would say is, yeah, I mean, there's an inherent hypocrisy always in diplomacy because one is saying that I should be able to operate in a way that you shouldn't. I would
Right.
say what makes Iran perhaps have to be looked at differently in this occasion, because I will say
Can we,
virtually everything's the same, and
real
that's
quick.
true
Can
with
we,
even
Hold
can we
on, let
The
them talk,
wait,
Venezuelan
man.
leader.
Quit
hold on,
fucking
hold
Um,
on.
interrupting. Let
Duran,
them talk.
stop, Don, stop. Put your pom poms
No,
down. Duran, I
fucking
just
let
want to
them
be
talk,
clear.
man.
Hey,
You've been
Duran,
doing this
Duran, I
shit
just
all
want to be
night. Let
clear.
them talk.
Can you just directly answer the question? Then I do want to hear
Can
your
you
further
just
elaboration.
let him
I just want to
fucking
hear the
talk
answer to
and
the
stop
question first. And
interrupting? You've
that's why
been
Don's putting
interrupting
well,
palm
this
can you
whole
the
damn
concisely ask
time.
the question that you want me to
yeah, yeah,
answer, and
yeah.
then I'll.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So in the same analogy that I gave you, right, in America, you said that the government would be justified in using deadly force. What we know is I gave that analogy because we know that that's exactly what happened in Iran in January with the protests that resulted in over 3,000 people being unalived, is that there was Kurdish violent nationalists
To
that were
avoid
trying to
not being
bring
able to
in.
answer your question, though, can you make it kind of
Yeah,
concise?
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Same analogy I gave you, but the foreign agents are Mossad and the indigenous peoples are the Kurdish people committing violence against the Iranian government. Is the Iranian government justified in
They're
using deadly
acting as any
force?
other government would act. Sure.
Perfect. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's how
Bingo.
easy it is, Dawn. Now, please elaborate on that point about diplomacy. I'm interested.
Well, I mean, I think that that's something that we don't maybe acknowledge, is that there is a hypocrisy in diplomacy. One person is saying that because we're better than you, you should do what we tell you to do, basically. And the United States takes that position with a lot of things. And I think that why there's pause to say that there might be justification in the U.S. asking Iran to do this right now is that the rest of the world is condemning them. But however, if the United States is being consistent, the rest of the world is condemning Israel as well. So it's kind of like there's just a lot of hypocrisy going around the table, I guess, for the
Yeah,
United States right now.
yeah, I agree. No, I agree 100%. And I think that that's one of the biggest reasons that I hold a non-interventionist position when it comes to this. I think that we should not be involved if we're not going to, if we're not going to hold other countries accountable just because of the fact that we sit at the table with them and call them our allies, right? We certainly don't want to go and get into the biggest quagmire and skirmish that we've been trying to avoid in the Middle East for ages, and especially with a country that has actually been so good to us like Iran. Duran, I'm sure that you're familiar with the thousands of troops that Iran gave us when we were going into Afghanistan, and the fact that Iran helped us rebuild Afghanistan after we decimated it in the early 2000s. And I'm also sure that you're familiar with the fact that the groups, Hamas and Hezbollah, that Iran funds, are two of the biggest counterterrorism task force located in the Levant region because they've constantly fought with ISIS, HTS, and Al Qaeda.
I mean, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say they're like an ally, but what I will say is I don't know that they're the hostile actor we like to create them to be. In fact, I've made this argument before, which is I think there's an argument to say that a nuclear Iran is a net positive for the United States because it doesn't create a position where Israel dominates the Middle East, actually. And
I
so
agree.
I think there's reasons for those conversations to be had, but I don't think in modern history they've been friendly in any terms, but also because we haven't been. I mean, we've created conditions in which they're having to operate the way they're having to operate, really. So yeah, it's an interesting relationship. I'm not interventionist as well. I really don't like getting involved at all, but I also wish that not getting involved in what's next for them means we shouldn't have been getting involved in helping Israel as far as they've gotten, because I think part of why Israel is so emboldened is because we have done so little to enforce better relationships with them and terms with them to keep them answering to us, but now it looks like we're answering to them.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. I also think that we're setting our soldiers up for an absolute meat grinder, the Karg Island, if that's truly where we're planning on putting troops in. I mean, Iran has been placing, just for a little bit of an insight here, they've been moving extra troops and air defenses to the island. They're laying anti-personnel and anti-armor mines all along the shorelines where the amphibious landing would be most likely to happen. They've been moving shoulder-fired surface-to-air missiles known as man-pads that have been showing up in greater numbers in the recent weeks. I mean, this is looking like an absolute bloodbath that we're sending our troops into on this very small island that's 15 miles long and 2.5 miles wide.
Worry, Mikey. We do really well with guerrilla warfare. Actually, we have a super
Yeah,
good. We have such a great track record
yeah,
against popular movements, and we definitely don't have complicated situations either, where like the Kurds wouldn't definitely, you know, turn in any way if given concessions by Iran or any other state.
yeah.
Certainly not, right? The Kurds definitely are famously loyal. Like what? Are we alive? Like, are we okay?
Dude, Kurds have never been able to operate under a government
Yeah,
peacefully.
even the Kurds, by the way, sorry to cut you off, even the Kurds, by the way, didn't even want to go into Iran to try to have that smoke when the US government said, oh, don't worry, we're going to get the Iraqi Kurds to go in with us. And the Kurds came out and said, no thanks, actually. We're going to hang back, just like every single one of our allies has on the global world stage. But yeah, that's not a fucking red flag.
I mean, even with the Ba'athists who basically allow them to operate semi-autonomously, they would always revolt and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, that's just hyper idealistic.
I just want y'all to understand that if he was out with his guys and got into it, he would be the one that ran. He wouldn't help.
This is not relevant to the. Okay.
He wouldn't help. That allies.
Because there is a God and and she's probably really good. You have bars.
Hi, everybody. Don, are you there?
You call God a she. You just call
You
God
got
a she.
bars. You got bars.
I mean,
I wanted to ask Mikey, are you Austrian school of thought now? I might be AFK.
can you hear me, Bill?
Yeah, you're good now. So I did want to ask you because there's something that Mikey said that kind of stood out to me. He said that you're not welcome to the left. He said, right?
My bad. My bad. Just real quick. Ducks. Yeah. Yeah. I think I am leaning Austrian. I think it's more practical. You know, if we get a Julius Caesar, like I said earlier, I'm not going to kick my feet and, you know, throw a tantrum or something. But I do think that it is a more practical solution that we see for America. And I think you'd even agree, right? If we could at least go back to an older America, you'd still be happier. You just might not think it's the ideal conclusion.
So I don't think the older America operated quite like that, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, the older America in the sense of like, you know, industrial revolution prior to World War One, more free market, higher innovation, more capabilities for like mutual aid, fraternal societies,
Yeah,
less
yeah.
governmental overreach into the healthcare system, causing the inequalities, all of those kind of things. We will carve your name on a tombstone. Yo, listen, bro. Listen, don't call me a traitor, prolet. You know you still fuck with me. Bell, you were saying? I'm sorry, you said something stuck out
Like,
to you when I said welcome to the left.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, and all you do is interrupt.
No, he's fine. Don't worry, Don. But
Put your
so
pom poms down.
he's that's
All you
She
wait,
do
said
is
hold
he's.
on.
interrupt.
come on. So he said, "Welcome to the left," right? Do you remember a year ago when I said that? Well, I started getting really pissed off with Trump, and I said he's acting like a Democrat. I've only voted Republican. No, Don knows this, and
He was part of the Democratic Party, so I mean,
don't you find it funny that you still agree with what he is doing, right? But I, as someone who's only voted Republican, I don't even think he's acting like a moderate anymore. I think he's like Democrat.
He's just a rhino. He's a rhino. Yeah, he's a rhino. I mean, Bell, think about it. The people that he cozies up to the most in his administration
Do
right
you
now
see
is
how
who?
she was talking to me and
It's
Lindsey
okay.
Graham
you
It's
and
just
okay.
Marco
keep
Rubio.
fucking
Yeah,
interrupting?
Hey, your service
You
is
see how she
nervous.
was talking to
Your
me and then
service,
you
your
just
service
keep
is
fucking
nervous.
interrupting?
Your service is nervous. You have
Don't
bars,
you?
my friend.
You
Remember that
can't
commie
see
Wi-Fi
that.
No,
you were talking about? Why don't you get that fixed? Now,
communists. Let's
hold
continue our
on, Prolet.
debate.
Hold on,
You see
Prolet.
how
Hold on,
she was
Prolet.
talking to
All right, your service is
you
still
can't
nervous, buddy.
help
Get your
yourself.
internet fixed.
You
Now,
can't
anyways,
you
Bell,
can't
you
help
can
yourself.
see
You
by
just
the way
keep
that
fucking
you're
interrupting and
you
nobody was even
still
fucking
have
talking to
bars.
you.
You still have red bars.
Nobody was even
You
talking to you.
still have red
Nobody
bars,
was talking to you.
and you're glitching while you're
Nobody was
talking.
talking to
All
you.
right, all right,
Now,
all right. Go ahead.
anyways,
Let Mikey
Nobody
finish
was
so I can get
talking to
back
you.
to
yeah,
you. 1 second.
Nobody was
yeah.
talking to you.
Put your pom
She was
poms down.
talking to me and you
Now,
just
anyways,
she was
Bell,
talking to
you
me
notice
and
how
you
the
just
people that he
open your
cozies up
You
fucking
to.
mouth like she
guys.
didn't say die.
You
Like
guys.
she
Anyways,
didn't say die. And you
you
just
do,
keep fucking talking.
yeah, I will. You do realize how the
You
people that
just
he
keep
cozies
fucking
up the
talking.
most
You
to is
just keep
Lindsey
fucking
Graham and
talking.
Marco Rubio,
She
Bell.
clearly asked Don
Oh my
The
Patron
god.
same
a
people that we were calling
question
rhinos.
and you won't shut up.
Okay,
It's the
Don.
same
You
people that
can't
we
help
were
Just let him
calling.
yourself. You just
finish. I
will
will get back
not.
to it.
Bro, let the
No,
big
he just
Mikey
will not
finish before
shut
I
up.
get my side of
No,
your
fuck
airstrikes on
him
you.
All
because
right,
he
Mikey,
don't
let
know
me
how to
just
shut his
finish this up
fucking
with Don.
mouth.
I'll
Why
make it
nobody even
fast.
fucking
Okay,
talking to
okay,
him?
Don, I'm gonna make it
Wait,
fast.
I
Okay, I'm
don't
gonna make it
reward.
fast.
Wait, I don't
Nobody
reward
wasn't
bad
even fucking
behavior.
talking to
Okay, it's
you.
up
I
to
Ain't
don't
no
you.
reward
reward.
bad
Nigga,
behavior
you
for
the
Don,
throwing
one
a
bad
tantrum.
Don.
behavior when nobody was even fucking
I
talking
don't
to you.
reward children throwing
Nobody was
tantrums. That's
talking to
crazy.
you. Nobody was talking to you.
Anyways,
She
Bell, like I
clearly
said, the
fucking
people that he's
said
cozying
die,
up the
and
most
you
to
just
is
keep
Lindsey
fucking
Graham and
interrupting and
Marco
keep
Rubio.
fucking talking.
People that we literally
You just
called
keep
rhinos
fucking talking.
just
Yeah.
4 years
You just keep
ago.
fucking
We
talking. Nobody
literally
was
were calling
talking to
them
you.
rhinos 4 years ago, and
Nobody
he's
was
cozying
talking to
up to
you.
them the most.
Nobody
Yeah.
was talking to you.
So he's a rhino. He's a Democrat.
Yo,
Nobody was
But
Eldox, what
talking
do
so
you
to you.
think about
Don,
this?
wait. Let me I just want to finish this, please. So Don, the one thing that remember one of the reasons why I wanted to vote for him and a lot of us wanted to vote for him was because we thought that he would be less pro-Israel than Kamala because she was married to a Jewish man. So and this is just one reason, right? One talking point that was used before all this, right? I feel like we've lost the ship. I mean, the ship has sank with him. Like, but I don't understand how you're not seeing it and how you still agree with the shit that he's doing. So I'm starting to think
I don't necessarily
maybe
agree with
you
it.
are. Is it possible that you are a conservative Democrat and you still agree with him,
No.
or is it just MAGA
What
mentality? No, hold on.
okay, personally, I don't care where I stand with what y'all think, where I'm at, whatever. I honestly don't care.
Okay.
So the as far as what Trump is doing, I don't necessarily like it, but I could see the benefit.
Okay, so that's kind of like what I was doing, like maybe like the past 3 months, even with the war, right? I said I'm trying to make light of a bad situation, but you do recognize that we are in a really not just bad, but fucked up situation.
Don,
We're not in a fucked up situation. And the thing
Don,
is that when it gets fucked up, I'll
I
let you
have
know.
proof.
We're not in a fucked up situation.
I have
He
proof
is
we are.
doing
Look
the
at this. This is
complete
proof.
opposite. He is doing the complete opposite of what we
Look at my
voted
proof.
for.
Oh
Complete
my
opposite.
God, a politician who lied to us.